Well, we're live, so you can say it right now.
Ever told on a nigga? No.
Yo.
It's
Oh,
in
we
the
just got
movie.
copyrighted. I mean,
It's in the
we just
movie.
got copyrighted.
No, it's like 3 seconds.
You got a
3
few
seconds.
things. You just got canceled too. Copyright canceled. Copyright is like a legal cancellation, though. Kinda.
Legal?
In a way.
Kinda, in a way.
Yeah.
It's because we're talking about American Honey. That was the only reason it was used.
Oh, Gabe's already watching. Said I'm calling in a bomb.
Bomb
threat.
throat. Bomb
Oh.
throat.
Bomb 3-0.
Send it
Deep
in.
throat.
Oh,
Up
yeah, yeah.
Deep
we-
throat remake.
I was
Let's
just
go.
talking about Deep Throat this morning
Have you seen Deep Throat?
Dude, Mongo.
No, from,
Mongo started following the Twitch.
from
Let's go.
All President's Men.
Good.
Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. This movie. This was a good recommendation, Jeffrey.
Thank you. Yeah. It's a favorite.
This is a deep cut.
Deep Throat.
It goes deep in my mind, you know. It's there.
This is deep. Holes.
Almost there.
Right.
Recently watched. I finally saw Lost in Translation.
No, recently watched.
Oh,
Send it to the end.
But maybe later.
I didn't
Sorry.
watch it. I didn't watch Lost
Sorry,
in
though.
Translation. Never mind.
You know who did watch Lost in Translation?
Who?
Kate. For the first
Oh.
time.
She didn't like it.
No, she did.
My Lost in Translation review on Letterboxd got the most likes I've ever got.
What was the review again?
I said I'm so sad that I can never tell grown men I haven't seen this anymore. There's so many grown men that like Lost in Translation. There's like some sort of
My dad's one of them.
yeah,
I'm one of
yeah. You know why?
You're
I'll
a grown
tell you
man.
why.
I'm sorry.
Because of My Bloody Valentine.
Yo,
Oh, really?
You know what song that album? Do you know what album that song is on?
No.
Loveless.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's
yeah,
on
yeah.
Loveless.
well, no, the whole soundtrack is made by Kevin Shields.
Mm-hmm. City Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, we good to get started?
Yeah.
Yes.
You good?
We're not talking about Lost in Translation today.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But the past like 4 episodes, we've gotten the screen tongue numbers wrong. Dude, we were on like screen tongue 34, 35 for like 2 episodes. We're like, welcome back to screen tongue 34. Welcome back to screen tongue 34.
So
what
what's
are we,
this
What are
one?
we on really?
We're actually on 36.
Okay.
So we only have this episode and then 3 more before we've got to do screen tongue 40. So we got to figure out which directory we want to do.
What's going on, film fans? Anthony here. This is a very special episode. Not only do we got the correct numbers, what was that number again? 36?
That's right.
36. 36. That's a special number. You know, 3 times 12. I don't know if you guys heard that in the chat, but Elijah just said 12 at the same time. But this episode, 18 months in the making right here. A whole job, so many films, so many, lots of things here. But we got a special guest. We got Jeffrey Simpkins in the house. Everybody, snap. Can we get some snaps?
Jeffrey.
Yo. Hello.
Filmmaker, NCC live stream host occasionally, and a Vegas kid. What's up, Jeffrey?
Hello. How you doing?
Dude.
Vegas local.
I started editing the next Vegas kids. I think like 40, no, maybe like 30% are like your clips.
I sent in a lot. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Dude,
I didn't know.
you said some bangers, bro.
I didn't know that you were gonna like space them out into different edits. So when I saw the first one, I was like, oh, he left out like half my shit.
How are they from? Like, what time period are they from? Are they more recent? More from like a few years ago?
A few years ago, I think there might be some recent stuff from like the past year and a half, but most of it's like I went through my camera roll just to like as far back as it goes. So
Let's go.
probably like 2016, 17 onward,
Yo.
random shit.
That's cool.
Yeah.
2016 was crazy.
Dude, yeah.
2016 was.
Let's see. Gabe said,
Nutty.
"Goddamn, getting serious mustache envy because of Jeffrey.
Yep.
Yeah, he's the mustachio.
Can you give us some mustache lore? Like, when did it start? How long you had this going on? This little fur caterpillar, lip caterpillar.
I think I don't know. Somebody mentioned it to me. It may have been my girlfriend, but she wasn't
more
at
the
the
mic,
time.
more the mic.
Yeah, she wasn't. I think my girlfriend brought it up to me
Mhm.
before we were dating. Maybe it was somebody else. I don't know. They were like, "You should just grow it out," or maybe. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember. But it's been a few years. I just let it grow out. It went through its awkward phase for quite a while.
Mm.
But my intention was always to twist it and start like curling it up. So eventually, I got some wax and stuff that I use every now and then.
Oh,
But
you're
I,
legit.
I don't like it too much. I don't know. It wears out. Maybe I got to get a different one.
Sure.
It's still cool.
Do you have like a mustache comb?
No.
I've got a few.
I just wet it and then I just touch it up.
The ends are real fire.
Yeah.
Like I just want to touch them.
You could if you
Like
wanted
I just
to.
want to like
You got long arms.
twist.
So, should we get into these movies?
Yes.
Let's do it. Start with holes.
Let's go for it. Jeffrey, take it. Usually we have, whoever picked the movie. Take it away.
Well, holes. I picked holes. I don't know. It was like I was riding horses out in Red Rock, and then I saw Anthony's text, and I didn't have service. He was like, "Yo, what's your movie pick?" It was The Last Scream Tongue, and I was just racking my brain. So I picked holes because I was out in the desert. It seemed right. Man, this is a childhood favorite of mine, honestly, and I didn't even watch it a lot as a child, but it just stuck with me. I think it's like visually. Script wise, character wise, it's a mature film, but it deals with kind of deep subjects. I think of like just following your gut, maybe your instinct. I really like it, and I think I don't know, it feels surreal to me, and that's what I like. I was thinking about it. I was like, what? It feels like a David Lynch film in a way, and I didn't have time to actually put together an actual argument and an opinion on that. And I wanted to, but it's just like the dreaminess of it, the curse aspect. It's just simple and fun.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It's the 20th anniversary this year too. I didn't know that when I
Oh,
picked it.
dead ass? Yo,
So-
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Did you see? Zero. He's a YouTuber now.
Yeah, I don't watch his YouTube, but I saw his video when they all gathered. The whole cast and
Yeah.
crew gathered.
Even
for
Shia was
it.
there.
Shia was there. Yeah.
What is it? What's his YouTube channel?
Oh shit, I don't know. Like,
It's like some Mr. Beast type channel. I don't know.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I think does he use his real name or does he use Zero?
Not Zero. Not. He should.
Yeah, he should. What was it like for you guys rewatching it? Because it had been years for me. But when I watched it, it's just like, dude, all the lines, they were just there. Every scene, I just felt the beat coming at me before it came, of course.
With holes, I realized while watching it, I never actually put on holes. Like I never had holes on DVD, on VHS, because it was just always on Disney Channel. So I never thought about ever even needing like holes on a physical media.
I didn't
But-
even know it was on Disney Channel. It was just there in my life.
Yeah, no, for real, it was just always there. Like it was just always on. So I realized I never saw the opening of the film. I've never seen it until watching it this time. And yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it since I was probably like 10 or 11. It's interesting. It's definitely like, it's a lot stranger than you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of this year, a few months ago, I watched a video on Richard Kelly's version of Holes. So
Yeah.
it was kind of fitting that like, because after I was done with this, I watched the video again and I was like, I don't know. I want to see both of them exist. But if I had to choose one, I would choose Richard Kelly's version.
Was he attached to the project?
He wrote a script and pitched it in like the 90s.
What
It
was
is, like,
what was
way-
different about it?
Way more
It was
mature.
fucking... We'll talk about it later. I want to hear about you guys
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
What
sure,
what was your experiences?
Holes. Like what we're probably all gonna say, it's a childhood classic. It's this right here is only 2000s kids will understand. This is the real
Sure.
Gen Z nostalgia.
Vegas kids.
Vegas kids. But yeah, this is my VHS right here. I watched it a lot growing up. I don't know about you guys, but also in middle school we had to read the book in like 7th grade or whatever like that. I actually I made a trailer It's my first my first taste of virality. It's got like 10,000 views now.
Whoa.
It's
Yeah, we'll bring it up later.
yeah. I made it for the 10th anniversary in 2013. But what's interesting about this movie, to me, at least in terms of my opening thoughts, is that it doesn't feel necessarily like a Disney movie, or not even a Disney Channel movie. You know, so many things.
Say damn it in there. He says damn. He's like damn.
It's like you said,
a lot of gunfire, lynching.
Yeah, they show a death.
Great cast.
It's a little perverted at times.
Directed by the guy who also made
Shia
the
LaBeouf.
Fugitive.
Yo.
Yeah, Academy Award winning director on this. I think this was his last movie.
Damn.
His
I didn't
swan
know.
song or close to it.
He is in the reunion YouTube video, the Zero one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wanted to. I don't know if you guys picked up, but at the end during the credits though, there's a original song. Is Shia rapping on the credits of Holes? I don't know. We
Fact check that.
yeah. Chat. Where's Jaw Binks when you need her?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, she ain't here right now.
What'd you think, Elijah?
I think I had Holes on VHS, but I don't ever really remember watching it all the way through. But it would be one of those movies like it would be on TV, and just sometimes I think my mom would put it in the VHS player or something like that. But I never fully remember watching it from beginning to end. The thing I remembered the most about it was the lizards.
Yeah.
The lizards going
Really?
into it, and it's interesting how like if it's like they call it like the Mandela effect or anything, something like that. I didn't think there was going to be like CGI lizards in it, but watching it now, there's like, I think there's something about like watching a movie when you're younger that if you do that, you know, you play into it a little bit more, you appreciate it more than as like watching it when you're older. It is like you kind of notice the parts where they follow the emotional through line like a little too much rather than it being something logical. But at the same time, I don't know, there's something like deep, if you are from that generation, I think inside of you that makes you connect with it. And the crazy thing is like, the thing I guess I liked the most about it was like how the script really ties everything back together. There's like not really any sort of loose end. And in a way that can be kind of corny, a little canny, I guess, but it has a very strong like emotional core to it. And I really enjoyed watching it. The time it flew by with it. And it's cool to have like a movie like this on Screen Tongue with like all the other things we've watched and stuff like that. Kind of like a kid's movie, but like I feel it's like if you took your kid to see it in like 2003, 2004, the parents would still enjoy it.
Definitely.
Were you going to say something?
A refreshing pick on Screen Tongue, for real.
Yeah,
Sometimes
facts.
I don't want to watch The Piano Teacher. I just want to watch Holes.
Yeah, I remember when I first watched this movie, I was like maybe like 7. And it wasn't a big part of my childhood, but I knew the impact it had on like other kids because I watched it at like a daycare center. And like, you know, they'd always put on like different movies and stuff, and kids would always be freaking out about Holes. So like I'd watch it in like bits and pieces, like all the time. I don't know if I ever watched it all the way through. But I remember that being like a big part of like just like daycare center movies. It was like The Sandlot and like this movie and a few other ones, but like this movie in particular was like a big one that kids would constantly request. So it was good to actually be able to see it and like know what the movie's about like fully. Because I always remember like very like specific parts, but never like the full context of what's going on. And it's an enjoyable movie, and it's also fun like seeing Shia so young. It's just like he's so different.
Really?
It's also crazy what we're talking about this, and then American Honey. It's just like it just makes Shia's story like so much more interesting, you know, to look at, and you know, also having like seen like Honey Boy and stuff, it's like I'm more curious about, you know, behind the scenes what was going on in his life, and just the whole cast. Honestly, it was honestly you know, millennials, I know we've bagged on them. We've we bagged on them for sure on the podcast, but they were good actors in their heyday. Like kid actors, they were excellent. Like they were some of the best kid actors that I've seen in a
Malcolm.
long time. Malcolm in the Middle, yeah, they were just like
Yo.
they nailed it. Like they honestly nailed it. Whereas like kid actors nowadays, I feel like have been a bit hit or miss for me.
Who's your favorite current kid actor?
I know I'm blanking. Not my favorite actor, but there's this one kid who's in a movie that's coming out. He looks older now. I don't know his name. I can't answer you.
Does Tom Holland count?
Tom Holland. Bro.
Zendaya.
Yeah, now that he's getting back shots, yeah.
Do you imagine seeing a kid actor get backshotted?
Bro.
Anyways.
Pause.
Oh, we got some shit in the
Oh,
chat
okay,
real fast.
What's
wait.
going on in the
Oh,
chat? Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Kaylee says, "Dig it up," probably in reference to.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
guessing-
that's the song. It's not by Shia LaBeouf. The guy's name is Ezekiel.
Oh, by the D-Tent Boys. And then Kate said D-Tent is caveman armpit. X-ray at 0.
Whoa.
That's so funny. The one thing that I didn't enjoy as a kid that I remember while watching this, and I kind of, not that I didn't enjoy it, but it was like I was the least interested in were the flashbacks. I don't know. I remember as a kid, I remember the flashbacks. I just didn't feel too interested in them. But like when we're in the camp and seeing them all the kids interact with each other, I was like, this feels just like a good story. Whereas the flashback, I feel like kind of it provides the context, but like I feel like it kind of took away a little bit from me.
It's kind of interesting because in most movies the flashbacks like you know this is the context, like it's like by scenes.
Yeah.
This one it's like almost every like 2 minutes they'll just they'll trade off like back and forth, back
Yeah.
and forth.
For like the first hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It does kind of add to the David Lynch like dreaminess of it though.
That's
like
facts.
nothing really feels like real. Everything feels like a mirage.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say, Anthony?
No, just reading about the kids and all that. Great chemistry, you know. Without being too sort of hyperbolic or anything, I just feel like it was so easy and fun to watch them just interact. You know, it kind of reminded me of probably the same experience of The Outsiders or even The Sandlot or anything. The only difference here is that Shia is the only one, and I guess Zero now as a YouTuber. But that's what I liked about it in comparison to those films where even in like The Outsiders where they're all like sort of greasers or something like that, you can tell they're all pretty boys, you know, they're all actors. And for here, it for the most part, it feels like real delinquents. And that was fun to watch, just them interact and feel like you're a part of it. I wish that we spent more time there. Like, if anything, I think that the part of the issue with the flashbacks is that now you're balancing these two sides, and neither one, I think, you fully experience whatever is going on. Who's your favorite whole kid?
Who's your favorite kid hole?
whole kid besides Shia?
What's that? What'd you say?
What's your favorite hole?
My favorite hole probably has to be the one that they find the treasure in.
I like the one where they found that the kitchen knob. X-ray. No, but I like X-ray.
Yeah,
You
X-ray's
like the
dope.
X-ray?
Yeah, X-ray was dope.
Yeah.
X-ray.
He's a dick, but I just like his. He's cool.
I had a lot of flashbacks with X-ray.
What kind of flashbacks
Own
we talking about?
flashback.
Like, what kind of holes flashback could this be? Elisa said, "Yo, the Beverly popcorn." Oh,
yes, go.
Jal Jal Binks. Damn, I'm late. You are late. Fake film
We needed
fan.
you. We needed you like 15 minutes ago, Jal Binks.
On
On
Instagram.
Instagram.
Does Jalen like Star Wars?
No, not really, not like that. She just she liked the name Jal Jal.
Does she like? Does she like holes?
She did like holes. She actually this changed her whole perception on holes. Because I was talking about this when Jeffrey recommended it. I was like, oh fuck, I haven't seen holes since I was a kid, and she was like, oh, I hated holes. I thought holes was stupid. I didn't want to watch holes. I was like, what's wrong with holes? Like, I like holes. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it. Like, it was a good movie. It was a childhood movie. So we watched it, and she says, I've changed. I think Holes is actually a great film. It makes me happy. So Jeffrey, you kind of saved people.
You changed the life.
You're kind of like God.
Yeah,
Like you're like Jesus.
I think everybody should watch Holes at least once.
Just watch it.
Yeah.
My favorite was it was if it's not Stanley, then it's probably Zero or who's the one that steals the sunflower seeds?
I didn't catch his name. He's like the one
The Hispanic one?
the
Yeah,
Hispanic
yeah.
kid.
I fucked with him. I like this kid. Same thing with Twitch. Twitch was funny.
Yeah, Twitch. Dude, that last shot of him when he's driving off in the Jaguar, and Twitch is like, he's like kind of going after. That was funny. But yeah, that's like, you know, kid actors don't really do that nowadays. Like, just like, I mean, I guess I haven't seen a movie like this in a modern movie like this. But
American Honey
there's some
felt
funny
like
characters.
this in a lot of ways, you know, like the delinquent aspect.
That's
We'll
fu-
talk more about it.
Yeah,
but it's
we'll
like-
talk more about it.
Damn, it's kind of a crazy parallel between the two.
Yeah.
That wasn't planned for this episode.
Watching it now, did it make you guys laugh?
Yeah, some
Yeah,
parts.
definitely. I still think it's funny. I think the writing is funny. I like the jokes.
This part made me laugh.
Yeah,
When the
and-
music kicks in, I was like, what the fuck?
The soundtrack.
Yeah.
And I like that though. You know, I like that
Yeah.
aspect of embracing just like some campy shots, campy edits.
It reminded me of like a TikTok edit almost.
That's where it gets it from.
Yeah, exactly.
But like in a dank way. I was like, damn, that's pretty based.
the Riz edit.
Yeah.
The part that made me laugh the hardest was when Stanley's trying to read the letter, and he's like, "I don't like you reading over my shoulder. You make me nervous." And Zero's like, "I can't read."
That's real.
That was some real shit, bro.
Jalen said, I thought Holes was sweaty and teenage boys shit, and now I'm in the hole.
Whoa.
Pause.
You have a favorite scene?
Whose hole are you in, Jalen?
Jesus Christ.
I thought all the bad characters were pretty likable.
Yeah,
To some
they-
extent.
I really like John Voight's character.
John Voight was really funny. It was kind of goofy the way the doctor like always made fun of Zero. Like, called him,
Yeah,
like,
that
how
was
he called him
ridiculous.
stupid and
they
shit.
called
like
he
that.
called him retarded.
Yeah.
That's one thing that kind of it seemed like Zero had been there for like a long ass time when he first shows up.
Yeah.
But then, you know, by the end you realize, oh, he's probably only been there maybe like a few days longer than Shia has.
When you guys first saw it, how'd you think like the shoes? Like, did you just the shoe thing at the beginning? What did you think of that?
As a kid, I didn't understand that. I just disregarded that whole plot. Like, I didn't get the whole shoes. I didn't get the basketball player. I didn't know why he was there. So in a way, I remembered the beginning, but in a way, I was the same with you. It's like I just started in the desert.
Yeah, no, to
Yeah.
me, like, when they're, like, the part that I remember the most before we were watching it was, like, the part where the fucking lizards are over the treasure and shit like that. Those parts I remembered very well, but, like, all the shoot, like, at the end with, like, the is it baseball?
He was the way they talk about him too as a baseball player is like so like 80s. It's so exaggerated.
Oh, like, he's like the Michael Jordan of baseball.
There's a part where they say like he hit 4 triples in one game. Like that doesn't happen. Like, but it was exaggerated in a funny way. But keep going.
But I thought that was Zero's dad. Like, I thought, like, at the
Bruh.
end of the movie, like he adopted him or something like that.
You thought that it was gonna be Sweet Pea that comes off the bus?
Yeah, no, for real. Oh, that's the bus was very. That part felt very like David Lynch, like surreal, like just like you're the only kid on the bus in this desert, and there's just a security guard like staring at you,
Dude.
like kind of like the way Norby stares at people with his sunglasses.
One thing I like about the sunglasses, you can't tell who's staring at you. They can't tell. Fuck off!
I never
Fuck off!
All right.
I never wonder.
Turn to a face reveal.
I
Face
never wonder who
reveal.
you're staring at. I always just think you're staring at me.
Same. Yeah. It looks like you're staring at me when I look at you.
You're staring at me.
All right,
bro.
all right. Everybody, guess who I'm staring at. Or guess
Whose hole are
guess
you
guess.
in?
It could be what I'm staring at too. I might not be staring at any of you. What am I?
No, it's
staring
gotta
at?
be one of
I
us. It's
Spy
gotta be
head
one
All
of
right,
us.
fine.
One person.
Yeah. I'm staring at a person.
I'm gonna say me.
I'm gonna say Elwood.
I'm gonna say
Zero.
me.
Somebody responded.
Zero?
On top of each. No,
Me.
Elwood.
no. I'm staring at Jeffrey.
Oh, wow.
Let's
get
go. It's the mustache, dude. I can't look away from the mustache.
The mustache.
The twist.
I'm not gonna look at the mustache, bro.
The mustache.
Are you fucking kidding me? We got some chat.
What the
going on.
fuck?
What the fuck is happening right now? Your guest appearance. What the fuck? Surprise!
Yo, check. 1, 2. Are we on the mic? Check. Backcountry, come in live.
John, what the fuck are you doing here, bro?
I was on a set nearby and I thought, oh, yo, they're going live.
Is your face okay?
Oh, yeah, I need to take this makeup off.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Yeah, I need to take the makeup off.
Were you doing
I
some
just
48 stuff?
No, is there a 48 going on right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think it was because they did not use their 48 hours.
John, can you do me a favor and hand me another beer?
Where's
Me too.
Over there.
I guess he doesn't have headphones.
All right, let me read the
Whoa.
let me read the chat real fast.
Scared
Okay.
the shit out of me. Oh my fucking god.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
I was like,
This is like a David Lynch movie now.
All right. Eli said, one thing I remember about Holes is they made Zero not read or not illiterate. Lol, that shit was amazing to me as a kid. Then Kate said the part I remembered the best was the nail polish. Interesting. Then Kaylee said, I want to eat those whole onions so bad.
Nah, for real.
Then Gabriel said, mics are little peaky boys. Oh, thanks, Gabe. You're the expert over here.
Stanley Kubrick.
Guys, the boys, the mics are a little bit peaky right now. I don't know if you guys want to do anything about that.
We could have seen someone get lit up on stream. What the fuck? John got no fear.
Yo. They did get a little bit. Yo!
There was a backcountry.
How's that? Is that better, Gabe? I turned it down a
There was a
little bit.
wizard episode where they all got like kidnapped by like a Middle Eastern person.
No, it was
terrorists.
like a whole ass clan came and kidnapped us and made us play
My
rat
bad.
trap games.
Not a Middle Eastern person. I'm sorry.
It was ISIS.
Did you actually put your finger in a rat trap?
I didn't, but my friends had to. All right, I got some more business in the chat. Elisa said, Evan bit into an onion when he was a kid. That's lit. He likes Shia.
Shout out gang tapes.
Shout out
Shout
gang
out.
tapes.
Shout out to Beverly for this popcorn.
John, you haven't even seen any of these fucking movies, bro.
This is just like his last
I
episode.
see
This is like a
holes. I
child
peeked a little
classic.
bit more.
Oh, yeah, what happened? Did that not happen?
You didn't watch my movie last time.
Oh.
Dude, you only watched your movie last time. It was so funny. You're like halfway, like when we get to Fantastic Planet, you're like, dude,
Oh, shit,
it
that
was
was
crazy. I didn't think, it was crazy that you guys chose a movie that I wanted to watch. It was like, that's how we do it.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
That was a
And
good.
I think it's crazy that somehow that movie was picked, even though I probably wouldn't have picked that movie.
You picked it.
You picked it.
You picked it.
You picked it.
You told him. John, you have to understand. I talk.
We were shrooming. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we were probably.
I still
don't know.
talk about that podcast moment to this day, probably like every other month.
Like, if someone's like, "What if I didn't watch the movie?"
I mean, it was just a funny moment.
Then you like called someone from high school.
That was a good ass. We need to clip that.
Superhero. There's a superhero out there. A local superhero.
All right, John, we're also on a time crunch. I'm so sorry. We have to move on.
Did you guys notice like the editing thing they would do, like the slow mo? But it was just like the frames.
Like
I'm
the
a fan
shutter
of it.
speed thing.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily shutter speed. It was more just like a kind of like step printing, like the beginning of Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
But it was like to like the punctuation on a scene would
Yeah.
be like them like a close up and just I don't know slow motion.
That's like the one thing I do remember as a kid is like the slow mo when the shoes are falling onto Shia.
Yeah.
It just looks so dope.
And then it cuts to like him just falling over.
yeah,
It's very much like it's like a meme movie.
hardcore.
like it.
Yeah. What's that one thing the old guy says to the?
Oh yeah. I'm tired, Grandpa. I want to go. That's too damn bad.
yeah, dude. I heard that clipped in so many memes.
He
bro.
looks like a fucking zombie.
his hair. His hair's like fucking like it just looks like the inside of a pillow or some shit.
You want a beer, Jeffrey?
I'm good. Thank you.
I'm enjoying the TVs playing the movie while you're talking about it.
Yeah, me too.
It's a nice aesthetic.
It's a dope aesthetic.
In the chat though, he was just like a bright screen.
Yeah, dead ass. Yeah, Chat. You have to be here to really understand how cool these CRT TVs look.
How do you feel about every character being related to like the past?
I like it. It's just like a guilty pleasure of mine. I think when movies are so open about connecting the story and the plot and the characters together, and especially like they're setting it up prior, like from the start. So
I wish that there was more of like a bigger deal or like a twist or reveal that he's Hector Zeroni though. Like it's almost like a throwaway line when they're walking up the mountain.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I guess for the characters, they wouldn't understand at all.
It matters to the grandpa at the end of the film. He's like, "Did you say Zeroni?"
Yeah.
As a kid, I didn't understand what he was trying to say. Like when he said, "Wait, Zeroni." Like I thought, I don't know what I thought. I just thought it was weird. I thought the whole family dynamic in the apartment was weird. Like when
I got grossed out by the shoes in the pot. You remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ripped up shoes and
Dude.
shit.
He's like,
It grossed
"Honey."
me out as a kid. It's
Imagine being one of those
tryptophobia or
Peaches
something.
and onions.
Yo.
The secret though.
Imagine being one of those officers walking in that fucking apartment,
Yeah.
bro. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with this fucking disgusting ass family? It smells like fucking sticky ass feet.
and then the dad's like, "Smell the shoe."
You're like, what the?
Smells like nothing.
I don't smell anything. I don't smell anything.
That's what's pretty cool about the movie too, though, is that like all of the adult cast is pretty well established actors, you know, and you don't really see that in the same way. I feel like these days, it's usually just one celebrity, and it's more of like a celebrity vehicle, you know, or it's not even an actor. It's like I don't know, like the Jack Harlow White Man Can't Jump, you know, something like that.
We got Angelina Jolie's father in this film, John Boyd. And Sigourney Weaver and wait,
Is
who?
Tim Blake Nelson Shia LaBeouf's dad?
No, that's Henry Winkler.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's the
okay.
Fonz.
That's the Fonz.
That's Fonzie.
Okay. I knew him from The Principal and Scream.
I remembered him from Click.
He's in Click.
Yeah, the Adam Sandler movie.
Who is he in Click?
He's not Christopher Walken's character, but he's Adam Sandler's dad. He's Adam Sandler's dad in Click. He's like I don't know. That's actually all I remember about him.
Jalen said Eartha Kitt in the cast made me pog.
Oh yeah, Eartha Kitt. Yeah, she's Zero's great grandmother.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that part where like he's asking for the daughter's hand in marriage, and he's like, "This guy has fatter pig."
Oh, I like this tweaky ass kid a lot too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
In a way, we're all like the Holes boys. In a way,
In a way.
John reminds me of Twitch because he loves cars.
Yeah, and he's always twitching.
He's like when I see a nice car, I can't help myself. I just
John's thing though is the car.
That's his stem.
I think it's the popcorn.
The popcorn.
I feel like I'm eating all your guys' popcorn.
I mean,
We
there's-
have 2 more bags.
yeah, there's definitely enough to go around.
You shouldn't have told me that.
Oh,
John's gonna be late to class tomorrow now.
I did want to note though, or I don't know, you know, Disney live action, you know, a lot of ups and downs, but honestly, this probably might be one of the or at least a personal favorite of mine. Same time, you got the Pirates of the Caribbean movie starting to come out now.
Thanks, yeah.
It just seems like even if it is more IP based, they feel original. Like it still feels unique each movie. And part of it too, even though it's pretty standard in how it's shot, just being on film, something about it feels real, like them in the desert. Like I just imagine now it would just be green screen or something, or just it would just be looks too clean.
it would just be on a set. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, like that first shot when he's on the bus going, like it's like that
Yeah.
bird's eye view, all the holes. I forgot about that shot, and it looks surreal. It looks like, damn, this is like straight up like if I saw that, I'd be like, these guys are fucking crazy. Like,
The production
surreal.
design was low key Oscar worthy.
No, high key Oscar worthy, bro.
Like even they burned down the house or the schoolhouse.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
Even
a lot of work.
Even
Oh,
the
wait,
stunt work
speak-
was really good. The stunt work with all the actors.
Facts, yeah.
Speaking of David Lynch, the woman from Lost Highway is the school teacher, Patricia Arquette.
Yeah,
Damn.
you're right.
So Jeff, even though you didn't have a fully formed thought, what about it made it Lynchian to you?
The editing in a lot of ways, the flashbacks, the curse aspect. I think that familial back and forth, being connected to your family. It just felt like Elijah was saying, tied to emotion more than logic. So just in that sense, I think the emotion felt very Lynchian to me.
I feel like David Lynch, like, you know how he talks about how Dune was an awful experience because he didn't have like final cut. Like, well, for other reasons, but like he says, like, I just didn't have final cut. I couldn't make the movie I wanted. This is his Dune.
Bro. Because I forgot about the curse part. The curse when they talk about the curse, it reminded me of "You're Late" by Kareem Brown. Remember, like 100 years of bubble guts. I was like, damn.
The line is 100 years of bubble guts.
Something like that, yeah.
That's legendary. Shout out Kareem.
For real.
Did you do the thing with him today?
No, he said he wanted to reschedule it.
Oh, there it is. There's a step printing.
Yeah.
There's a really good, like, the way it's edited at the beginning with the rattlesnake. You remember that part? There's
Barf bag.
a part where it like
Barfbag, what you doing?
it feels like it cuts like the 180, and it felt really smooth the way it did it. It like made the scene feel like it just felt so awkward or strange after that.
I thought it was so funny that they gave him Barfbag's fucking like water canteen. Like,
I was thinking about
that's
that.
nasty, bro. That's disgusting.
And it's just a plastic bottle. Too.
like,
literally like $1, probably 50 cents at the gas station.
That was a milk container.
so why do you think Zero liked digging holes so much?
Okay, when you guys were talking about that too, though, like, logistically, they would have got there around the same time. How is he already an expert at it?
For real.
He just likes digging holes.
Here's my thought. So like, in Mario Kart, how like the smaller characters just go faster.
Yeah.
So like, he's smaller, so he's gonna pick up like less weight, but he can just do it.
No,
So
I
he can
thought
do
it
it
smaller
was-
faster.
shovel?
it's because he's a real street kid.
Well, I thought of it more like because
That's
like
racist.
because
He said he was homeless.
all he knows is like to dig. Like he doesn't know how to read or write. That's why he's so good at digging holes
Wait,
because he
sorry,
can't
say it
read
again.
or write.
Elijah's like harassing me right now.
He's just so good at it because he can't read or write.
He's got to make up with it. And
Mhm.
another. Why don't you say that in the mic?
Huh?
Say that in the mic.
I ain't saying.
Yeah,
No, what'd you
don't wanna
say?
say it.
Oh yeah, I wonder. Wait, yeah, go ahead.
I got some chat stuff.
I
to
bet
say.
you also think
All right.
X-ray's really good.
Gabe,
at digging holes.
Gabe said Sigourney Weaver.
He found the pistol, the bullet.
Gabe said Sigourney Weaver was my first love. And
Wait,
then
what movie? What movie?
Everything,
was-
everywhere, all at once.
and then Jalen said, "Did you guys already talk about the nuclear hole story?"
Oh no! We gotta talk about it. Wait, is that it for the chat?
Yeah, that's it.
So yeah, in 1998, Richard Kelly, before Donnie Darko, wrote a script for Holes, but it took place in the future after a post-apocalyptic war, and Stanley basically, instead of like a camp for like troubled youth, it was like jail. Like he just went to straight up like prison, and all they had to do was dig holes. But it was like everyone was there was like an actual criminal. Like that they kind of referenced that like Zero killed like many men.
Let's go.
But also like Stanley, I guess it comes out that like he mercy killed his 8-year-old sister. Because like during like the explosion, it was like his birthday, and like it was some shit like you've seen The Creator, right? The way like the LA's like like explodes and shit like that. That's what basically happens in the future, is that we drop like fucking gamma radiated nuclear warheads on each other. So now this is like this is supposed to be like 2045, and they kind of basically it's kind of after that it's kind of like the same movie, except like it's like just X-rated. Like the prison guard or the head of the prison or whatever the fuck isn't a woman, it's a man named like Spike or some shit like that, and he like genuinely murders the children if they don't do like well. And at one point they're digging holes kind of like in the movie where like they find like the pistol and they start digging like in the hole of X-ray's hole.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, and they end up like hitting like something hard, like, oh fuck, I found it. They hit it again, all this water starts squirting up. They're like, oh my god, everyone's covered in water and shit like that. One of the guards is so like oh my god, there's so much water. He drops his cigarette into the hole.
Oh shit.
It wasn't water, it was gasoline.
Oh shit.
And everyone fucking dies. Everyone fucking burns alive in this fucking pool of gasoline. And then Stanley, X-Ray, and Zero are like the last one. So they run away, and they end up digging a hole where Stanley found his like pistol or whatever the fuck. Except when they dig the hole, they find an abandoned parking lot to a Sears. And I guess X-Ray's dying, but before he dies, his name's X-Ray because he can see the future. And
let's go. Holy shit.
All he says to Stanley and Zero is like, everything will be okay in the end. And he dies. And then Zero and Stanley find these futuristic, they call them futuristic like hammer things, like I don't know, like they just said it's like a glowing hammer, and they find a case of it. But then the prison guard, like the head honcho, he's like, I found you boys. He clicks the gun. He's about to kill both of them. But then that's when the fucking U.S. military snipes him.
Military.
They then get off the they then find the boys and they go, congratulations, you've been drafted to the U.S. Army. So then they put him on a boat, and then that's how the movie ends. They get sent off to war. And Richard Kelly didn't get to make this. He made Donnie Darko instead.
Let's go.
I'm gonna pee real fast.
R. Kelly is real for real.
For real, R. Kelly. It's a crazy fucking script though. Like actually, like, it's like Donnie Darko, but if it was holes.
Dude, you gotta see Southland Tales.
I got it.
I
Southland
did see
Tales kind of sounds like what Holes was.
Yeah, basically. Like in terms of just like the amount of shit that happens, it's just like like this shouldn't be a real it shouldn't be a real movie.
What time is it?
It's probably, let's see, 10:50, 10:46.
Well, I came here to ask you, Anthony, about the smoke in a can or air in a can.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I'm not good with my messages these days. I'll be honest with you. But just go to. I got it at BNC. But last time I went, they were sold out. So you just got to go at the right times and stuff like that. But it's just called. Just you can even look on Amazon Spray Haze.
Spray haze.
What do you need it for?
Doing a documentary about my dad's jazz choir.
Oh, okay.
And I want to do one where like spotlights on them and you can see the rays of light.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's talk about it. I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, just look at BNC. If it's not there, I'll send you a couple links. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
No
I shoot
problem.
on Tuesday.
Oh, it's this Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll see what I can do.
we'll do it to it.
And then I was also asking, do you have the full version of DaVinci?
Yes, I do.
I was looking at it, and then I was looking at this one plugin for it, Dehazer.
Yeah.
Do you use that, or you just know of it?
I don't use it. It's well, what would you need it for?
Oh, just the look. I kind of like it. Just don't like the cost.
I could give you a code if you want it
For the
for DaVinci.
The real. Whoa. Because I heard that you don't need that dehancer.
Oh wait, no, you're talking about so Dehancer is a plugin that's not even related to DaVinci. It just works with DaVinci. I thought about getting Dehancer too. I don't have it though. I never used it, but it looks nice.
If I get it, I can give you that activation code.
maybe we'll pitch split it. We'll split it.
But I heard that you don't even really need it. It just saves time.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's the whole thing about it. But we'll get more into it.
Okay.
In the DMs and the PMs.
We should probably get going on. We got two more movies.
How'd you feel about like the racism part of it, or like the whole pre-Case and Kate Barlow, the teacher? I can fix that.
I can fix that.
I never forgot that ever since I saw the movie the first time.
I say that line every couple weeks, honestly, when like, shit happens at the house or anything. I didn't honestly I didn't notice any racism in the movie, but
Not like racism. I'm sorry, not like racism.
what?
Like the
Did
movie's
I
not.
miss something?
The movie's not racist, but like the fact that he died because it's illegal for him to kiss her.
That's
Oh shit.
The thing
Yeah.
is, like, they kind of make it ambiguous at first. Like, they don't tell you like he can't kiss her. They kind of make it. They kind of play it up like it's like a jealousy thing, until it's not a jealousy thing.
Well, okay, so like the whole thing is like it all takes place in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Does it say from the beginning though it's Texas? Because I didn't realize it was Texas till like the third act, and it's like a dry lake bed. I actually thought though they handled it in a pretty like non-cringe way. Like it was like you can see how in a way it was like a gateway for, if you want to call it like more diversity and like casting and stuff like that to like the way things are now, I guess. But it felt like it still had that like emotional aspect of it that like it all made sense. It made sense how like they liked each other. It made sense why like the other characters didn't like him. You could definitely see the racism between the other characters and that guy. And it felt like that was like a pretty emotionally realistic and kind of realistic portrayal of it.
Bro,
Yeah, I agree.
for a second I forgot what you were talking about, so I thought you were talking about the kids. Bro, I thought you were talking about the reason why they didn't like Stanley was because he was Jewish.
I have any of you guys read the book?
I have not.
Nah,
Nope.
it wasn't required reading when I was in middle school.
It's all good. What'd you read?
We read To Kill a Mockingbird in middle school.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
It wasn't.
Actually, holds it way more lit.
No, I heard.
But I think in the book it goes the same way. Like I don't think they changed too much. And the cool thing about the book though is that when Stanley first gets to the camp, he's like a chubby, like a heavyset kid, and he's at the camp long enough that he gets kind of fit from digging holes all the time. And it was something from the book. And maybe as a chubby kid, I read that and I wanted to start digging holes.
Let's all start digging holes.
But that is one thing where it's like I feel like it from one scene to the next, it went from him acclimating to being acclimated. Like there was no real genuine progression until he gets the name Caveman and all that, obviously. But is there anything about the movie you don't like, Jeffrey?
Maybe that back and forth with I forget their character's name, but the teacher and that farmer guy. It just wasn't the most memorable storyline in I honestly don't remember it very much. Like when you brought it up, I was like, what is he talking about? Racism. Oh, like I get it now,
Yeah.
but it just didn't stick with me as much as the other two storylines were, with that farmer, the pig, and the Madame Zeroni. Yeah, those stuck with me more. Madame Zeroni story and the modern story, but that other one, I really forget. Like, where does it stick in to the storyline?
It's all just meant to show you. Basically, she curses them when she dies. Kissing, what's her name?
That's right.
Kate
yeah.
Barlow.
Yeah.
Kate Barlow. She like curses them like your family will dig forever, trying to find
For
my
100 years.
For 100 years.
Or she says your grandchildren will be digging for them.
How'd you
And-
guys? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, that's the only reason why it connects like that. But honestly, I feel like I didn't even need to know why like Kate Barlow like became an outlaw. I just wanted to see her be an outlaw instead.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, same.
But I guess it kind of gives more emotion to why she like specifically like curses that dude like you'll be digging here for like hundreds of years, for 100 years.
I wish there was a little bit more context to how his great-great-grandpa had all the riches and treasure.
Yeah, like he's just,
Yeah.
dude. That dude was like a,
Like he was
Yeah.
and
What the
back
fuck
then
was he doing?
he would have been the one percenter.
and like what? And what they say it was 1905.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
a $25,000 bond.
In 1905, no,
Yo.
multiple.
Yeah,
Like that, and that was like
He had gold.
that was basically when was the Industrial Revolution? That was basically like kind of before the
He
Industrial
had an
Revolution.
infinite money glitch.
I'm like, how did you make that much money back then? Like, how was it even possible?
Slaves.
That's what I was saying. I was like, the dude was probably a slave owner, man.
Well, I mean, like,
I thought it was like 1900.
That was 1905.
Okay.
Wait, my thing is like, how come? So like, the dude who gets his like the trunk stolen, that's like Stanley's great grandfather, right?
I don't know.
Because his
Great-
his great great grandfather is the one that's
Oh,
that got them cursed.
Yes.
Yeah, that
The
dude was
great
hustling,
great
bro.
grandfather, like he doesn't look like his son, like because like the one before that kind of looks like an average dude, an average dude.
He looks more Shia-esque.
Yeah. But then his great grandfather, the one that lost the gold and shit like that, felt like an average. Like he looked like Shia, but like where'd the curly hair come from?
The mom.
Where was the mom? Where's his great grandmother in all this?
He met a nice Jewish girl in America, and the rest is history.
That's why he got all that money.
Bruh. Bruh.
I wanted more flashbacks. I think that just in general, like you were saying earlier, you maybe wanted less flashbacks to spend more time in the desert with the kids.
Maybe just the movie longer, honestly.
That's
I
what I'm
wouldn't
saying.
mind.
I would, yeah. That's
I
what I
want-
wanted longer with more flashbacks, more desert, just fill in the story.
I want a prequel and then holes.
It would have been cool if they made just like the first half, like all of the flashback, just like start
Mhm.
chronologically almost.
That'd be
Because
crazy.
then you go to like the midpoint or whatever, like Stanley Yelnat's story starts, and you're just like, oh, yo, what the fuck is happening? This is little shit.
That's like The Place Beyond the Pines. That's literally how the movie goes.
That movie's sick though.
No, it's
That
great.
movie's sick
Holes
as
would have
fuck.
been sicker if like, cause imagine like Kate Barlow fucking dies, gets like bitten by the fucking lizard, and all of a sudden you just see fucking Nike shoes.
Yeah, dude. That shit would have been so sick, bro. Okay, we got some chat business. Gabe said, "Who's driving Elijah home?" Yo, Elijah is driving Elijah home. This dude cannot crash when he's drunk. Let me tell you.
Gabe, come pick him up.
Jalen said there's a part where he describes a reason Stanley survives the nuke is because he's cannonballing into a pool at the exact moment it is dropped. The imagery, we were robbed. Yeah, that's facts. Then somebody named fucked up best friend said dig it up.
Dig it up.
Oh, that might
dig
be
it
that.
up.
That's a song.
That could potentially be Jack, my coworker.
Yeah?
Or
Because
that-
he
that-
said he was rewinding it to start from the beginning, so maybe he just got there and decided to still chime
Fucked
in.
up best friend is also
Oh.
could be my friend too.
Oh.
Her Instagram is fucked up.
All right,
best
it's probably
friend.
Jeffrey.
Shout out Raven.
Yeah, because
possibly?
it looks like a female.
Oh yeah, that's
No.
Raven. Shout
PFP.
out Raven.
Are we gonna rate it? Any final thoughts?
How'd you guys feel about how like evil the bad guys were? They were like ridiculously evil.
I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
The thing is, it was like, what I enjoyed about the movie is that like they as characters they were pretty one note, pretty hammy or hamming it up, but and I don't know what about it, but it never crosses that point into like children's film territory. You know, it just feels silly.
I like that John Voight's character's name is Marion.
Yeah, you know, I was about to bring that up. I like with the part where it's like, I didn't know Miriam was a man's name. He's like, it's not.
Mr.
They
Sir.
really understand what their roles really are, and I appreciate that they really just go
They go
out
for it,
go all out. With
Has
it.
Sigourney Weaver ever been a bad guy?
I think she is in Paul.
Oh, she's the bad guy in Paul.
I think so. Yeah.
Isn't she like she's like a bad guy like a Hunger Games esque bad guy in like another movie?
She's the bad guy in the Marvel Netflix show The Defenders.
Bruh.
She's like an elite though in one of those movies. I know what you're talking about.
Oh.
How'd you feel
I don't
about
know.
the CGI lizard?
I didn't notice it as a kid.
Definitely sticks out now.
Yeah. For some reason, I remember the nighttime cinematography looking kind of cool.
Oh yeah,
I don't know why.
it was day for night.
Day for night, yeah.
It was okay. Now in my head, I was thinking that they used actual nighttime and the lights from the cabins were on, but probably, I guess, day for night to make it easy.
I really like that too. It stuck out. It stuck out to me as well.
Wait, I'm talking about nighttime at the cabins or at the camp, not in the mountains.
Oh, I don't know about that. You know,
Mhm.
that part.
But that did look cool too. So I'll give them both ways. It's a nice Disney movie, and I never
Yeah.
realized that it is a Disney movie, and it doesn't feel like one.
It was
I
it
wish
was
they
a
made more like
theatrical
this.
one.
Yeah.
This if they came out with this today, I'd be hopeful for Disney instead of like the not the bullshit, but the stuff they make today. It's nothing like something weird.
Do you ever think it's possible for them to start producing movies like this ever, like in a similar way now?
Do you want to be poor?
No hesitation.
No, they're not gonna do it because nobody wants to watch a movie like this. Look how beautiful that shot is. A little house and stuff.
And nobody wants to watch a good movie anymore.
Nobody wants to movie.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch a beautiful movie. Everybody wants trash, bro. Everybody wants to be shoveling trash.
It would
down
go.
their throat.
It would go straight to Disney Plus, and it would star Halle Bailey from the live action Little Mermaid movie.
It would be a gender swapped one.
No. At the end of the film, they talk about how the camp will become an
yeah,
all girls
yeah.
camp.
I'd watch the
Was this a
sequel.
pre-Transformers Shia LaBeouf?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it was.
It wasn't. This was a.
It
What
says
fucking
it says
question is that,
in the
John?
credits it's introducing. I don't know if it was his first feature.
This is
Wow.
before even Stevens.
I thought you were gonna say the credit says pre. This is
Pre-Transformer.
Pre-Transformer Shia LaBeouf. Bruh.
Introducing Shia LaBeouf before the schizo phase.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. But if it was post schizo phase when he did this, respect.
For
Respect. That's
he's
Shia
he's a
LaBeouf
moment
has-
maker.
If they remade it now, they would give Shia LaBeouf like millions of dollars to be the bad guy of the next film.
Facts.
No,
Yeah.
he would just start doing it. He wouldn't say it. He wouldn't tell anybody.
Dude,
was just
imagine if Shia's character from American Honey was the bad guy in Holes. Just like,
Bro, he kind of is.
low key, yeah, a little bit.
We
Are
should
we
probably
gonna-
rate this movie.
Is it implied that John Voight's fucking Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah.
I think it's implied that Sigourney Weaver is
Wait, are you guys
Peggy
serious?
Cucking him.
Miriam.
Like that's what's happening.
Disney is leaning into.
Let's rate it real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Jeffrey.
Gabe said deft girl. It's deaf girl,
Deaf girl.
not Deftones. That's like
9 out of 10.
Let's go.
Very good. What do you give? it?
deft girl.
well, it's been a while since I've watched it, but watching it now, I'd give it. I can see why you'd give it a 9 out of 10. Like it does look like a nice movie, but I forgot about it after all these years.
When was the last time you saw it?
Like 2010s.
Okay.
Not 2020s. Of course, we're only like 3 years in, and I'm watching it now. So let's say like 2013, 2015 at the most.
Early
Um,
2010s.
And I wish I remembered it, but I don't. And I don't know why. And I love this. Yeah.
Oh,
like
shit, this
the
is
little
it.
girl. Daddy, I don't want to. Shut the fuck up. Leave the fucking hoe. And she goes, okay, Daddy. That's amazing. That's. I should remember this movie.
Well, that's
Too damn bad. I'm tired, Grandpa.
I'll give it a 8 out of 10. Because I don't remember it too much, but I remember it was a good story. It was everything you'd want in a movie, for the most part.
John is the real guest today.
Uninvited.
Out of 40, I realized when you talk about David Lynch a lot, a great companion piece to this film, another Disney film, is it the short story? Is that what it's called?
The David Lynch one?
Yeah. The David Lynch one. It's about an old man who goes to visit his brother in another state, but he doesn't have a driver's license, so he rides his tractor all the way there.
Bro.
So that would have been
Vaguely remember that.
it would have been a great companion piece to this. But out of 40 by itself, it's a classic. I think as a kid, I probably remember Sandlot more. Like I remember physically putting in Sandlot to watch it.
Mhm.
But you know, obviously this was always there though. Like you could never get rid of it. It was like a rash without ointment. So I'd give it out of 40 like a 27.9 out of 40. It's pretty good. I just think it's a little goofy now, but I love seeing Shia LaBeouf with like life in his eyes.
I would say you saw it a lot as a kid because it was like a pre-made classic. They were like, we know this is good, so we'll give it to you all the time. And then you got annoyed, but it is good.
I never got annoyed though, because when it came on, I was like, oh fuck yeah, Holes is on.
How did they pre-make it like that?
Disney.
New facts.
They knew.
They knew. They knew.
If they made it now, they'd cast Tom Holland as Stanley.
Yeah, and you have like a Peugeot scene.
And Zendaya would be like
Zero.
Yeah, it would be Zero. Zero. It would be like a Titan, like she would pretend to be a boy.
Oh my goodness.
Hell no. Hell no. Somebody else rate it real fast.
You know, this was a great film, or this was a fun one to do and just to revisit. And I'll be honest though, it's hard, even just talking about it. And when I was watching it, I already knew this going in. I'd have my nostalgia goggles on, and it's hard to be objective about it. But you know, like most things, the world and sometimes even the truth is subjective. And all that being said, I enjoyed it this time, and I really can't wait to show my kids. Like if that ever happens, I'll put this on. They're not gonna be watching no Coco Melon.
Facts.
I'd give this film an 1868 out of 1905.
This might be TMI, but a guy I used to play baseball with is having a kid. So
Right now?
he's gonna.
Oh, let's go.
Nah. When I was a senior, this dude was a freshman.
Oh, shit.
So
So he's like 18 or 19 right now?
yeah, he's a dad now.
Holy shit.
So shout out Holes. I'd give it like a 7
Shout
out
out
of
Holes.
I'd give it a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
All right, Norby.
I would give it like an 8.3 out of 10. I'd give it an 8.3.
So
I respect all the lower ratings because I understand where you're coming from.
But like if I were to, so if I said I give this a 4 out of 10, what would you
well,
say?
that'd be a little too harsh.
Okay,
But
so
if it
like
was-
6 out of 10.
Like I remember now, it's coming back to me the little CGI lizards. I could have maybe done better with it.
Bro.
It was one small step though.
All right, I got some
Pretty
chat.
ambitious for them to
small
even do
step.
that.
To greatness.
I got some chat stuff to read real fast.
How's it supposed to look good though?
A real lizard.
It fooled you when
Get a
you were
bunch of
like
real-
4.
That's true. But they can't fool me now.
Dude, that one scene where he tells Shia like, stand still.
yeah,
Points the gun at him like, yeah, you're like,
bro,
yeah, right.
And fucking
dude.
Shahia's naked, like he's just took a shower.
Dude, that thing was vicious though. Dude, if those real, I'd tell him to stand still too. That shit was crazy. I'm like, I forgot because I forgot about the lizards. When you see that the dude's holding, I'm like, oh shit, bro! Like, dude, this guy's a fucking lunatic. He's like holding around a bunch of kids. Like, Jesus Christ. Let me read the chat real fast. So, fucked up best friend said, "Yep, it is I, Raven Holes." Her last name is Holes.
No.
Her last name is Raven Holes. Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, there should have been a comma there. It is I, Raven. Holes is one of the best movies. Then Gabe said, Holes is very fantastical, concept-based. Disney is leaning into character dramas. Like that movie that won awards for them about that deaf girl, kind of just a different era now. Sad Face won awards. Yeah, it's like you put the one, like the number one. Deaf. Fuck. The movie Coda, I mean.
I thought that was an Apple TV movie.
It is. But it was premiered at Sundance. It wasn't even produced. It was an independently produced film. Well, I think I understand what you're saying. Gabian.
The Gabester.
Gabe.
Gabbiano.
You want to move on to American Honey before you go?
Yeah, I got maybe like a half hour.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I think I recommended American Honey because you were talking about that Yep Nope song. Yeah. And then I had just seen Zola with Riley Keough in it, and I really liked her performance, and we were talking about that. And you said, like, I should watch the Riley Keough performance in this. And it's interesting. She's a really interesting actress. So those were the main reasons I recommended it. And I think had I known what the movie was like and what it was about, I probably still would have recommended it. Yo, John.
I gotta say thank you for having me on. I just wanted to come for the whole segment.
Let's go.
John was parked outside waiting for us to go live. Heard we were in holes and walked in.
I was on a set, and I thought, wow, I'm so close to. And then I
Where
saw like,
were
hey,
you?
who come into the podcast? And I was like, oh,
No,
I will.
nobody said. Who said who come and do the podcast? Who said that?
No one.
I was like, who
But
the
you
fuck?
like said everybody's names, and you were like, you guys coming or something? And
Let
I'm
me
like,
know when you're coming.
I'm coming too.
Oh, in the chat.
I'm gonna come.
Okay, in the chat.
And I thought, oh, I hope that they're talking about holes. And I got
sure
to
are.
talk about holes, and I got to watch it too.
We sure are,
That
John.
was very fun. Thank
It
you.
was
for
so
having
it was
me.
so good to have you on our conversation about holes, man.
I loved it.
Bro,
We
Look,
could
the
this
whole back
conversation could not have been complete without you. Yo, give me 5, bro.
Yeah.
Give me 5.
Awesome experience. Thank you for having me on Backcountry Television.
It was lit.
One more
It was
time.
lit. It was mad lit.
I hope I'm invited again. I doubt it. And I hope everyone in the chat gets a chance to experience this someday. You won't. And have fun watching holes again in like 2033.
Probably.
Bye bye.
Bye, John.
Bye, John.
Good having you.
John.
Good having you.
I thought I would actually send you a text message. I was like, oh.
When are you shooting?
He didn't respond to me, but he responded to everybody else.
Adulterous models.
When are you shooting?
Models will be shot. If this party thing works out, Friday the 13th.
Yo, you're gonna try and shoot at that
Yeah. Wait, what?
Sage's thing?
Are they having a show that day?
No, the thing you sent me.
Oh no, that's in Chicago. I didn't get sent that. Someone else.
Oh.
Sent that. They sent it.
Oh, I thought they were coming back here. Damn.
But there might be. We'll see. But I want to try to. Oh, one thing. Sorry, Jeffrey. I am gonna be trying to do my own film festival.
What? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Where?
Okay, right now it's just all in the works. I shouldn't be saying this live on the mic. At all, I should not be saying this at all on the
I'm
mic.
gonna clip this and put this on the Instagram.
Oh God, you should not be saying this.
But we're thinking, and I still need to talk it up.
Who's where?
Me and Suzanne.
Oh,
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here!
everyone, stop listening. Turn it off.
We're gonna go. We're
This
gonna.
is gonna get hella soundbited.
Yeah. We're gonna have a little thing at Snappy Burger.
Yo.
And if
John,
you guys
get
have
out.
if you guys have films that can be submitted, let me know. And if you don't, then we'll push the time for submissions.
When's the submission date?
I think it was like October 26th.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't make sure it's not when the 49-hour film festival is happening.
And then I think we'd want to premiere it like November 2nd.
Dude, shut the fuck up.
How
oh
the
my
fuck
God.
are you
I'm
When's
gonna
when's
murder you.
49
So,
hour?
That time.
Grab your neck and strangle you.
So what is the idea?
Sorry, guys.
Is the idea that all films get accepted? Because how the fuck are you gonna watch all those?
No, I don't
submissions?
want every film accepted. You can go show that to UNLV.
It's just gonna be John's film there.
How are you gonna know what you accept and what you don't? Are you
Because,
gonna
like,
watch
it's-
all
it's
those in
very
between
soon.
November 26th and 22nd?
Yes.
And then you're gonna watch them again during the film festival?
I'm
You're gonna do this.
I'm gonna be intoxicated during the film festival. And I'll go up there and say, thank you, guys, everybody, for giving me your films, and here's the money or whatever. And then I'll go stuff my face with the popcorn.
What's
and-
the prize if you win?
Um,
or is
I
it
don't-
just like showing the films?
The prize? That should be the prize.
Yeah, this is your
The
advertisement
prize-
right here. This is the ad for the year.
The prize might be.
What are you gonna call the film festival?
Jerry Blue, I think it's called. Kind of fucked up, but kind of I like him. It might be $500.
Wait to submit? Oh, no, that's a
No.
prize.
God, bro.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Dude,
it
you almost
doesn't
just
cost
made me piss myself,
$150 to submit.
Wait, it's gonna cost 150.
No, it won't.
Oh, okay. Appreciate.
Where are you gonna get the money?
John, let's talk about. We gotta do the podcast.
Yeah, we got.
though.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
just-
But I had to tell you guys that.
you have to tell like
Just to
our
let
like
you know.
like
I didn't need
7
to tell
viewers or 10
those
viewers.
guys. But I wasn't gonna stop the whole fucking podcast to do it, even though I did.
Even though you did.
But all good laughs on the backcountry television.
Let's go.
And bye bye.
Bye, John. Drive safely.
Peace out, John.
Drive safe, John. Jalen said Johnny Boy comes, talks holes, eats poppycorn, exits. Poppycorn got the white man drunk. Yapping, government's coming for him.
We got Tapatio?
No. That's the Asian zing.
That's Kate's.
Popcorn.
This is mine.
Oh, that was Kate.
That's yours?
Yeah.
Nah, that's not yours.
gave me these for Christmas.
Well, go show it to Kate. I don't know what to tell you. Because she might have the same one.
For like, another week or a month, but
Hey, let her keep.
want this eventually.
Okay, I can't. If she says it's not hers, then yeah, you can definitely have it. Because I'm not at liberty to know where that came from.
Thank you.
Of course.
It really is good seeing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get home safe, John.
Oh yeah. I just finished my beer and
Now you're ready to drive.
Yeah, gave me another beer, but BTW. Oh man,
Sorry.
it's okay. Still got a little bit left. Later, John.
Later.
Okay, American Honey, go.
That was crazy.
Go. American Honey.
Do I have to say that all again?
Start
I
where you left
recommended it because I heard good things from Anthony, and I really wanted to see Riley Keough's performance. And then she's not even like a main character, really. She's like definitely a supporting role. But had I known what it was about, I think I still would have recommended it because I really liked a lot of things about the way it was shot, about just how like real the characters felt, and yeah, just like what they were doing. It was a really interesting road movie. So, and it's interesting. The director was like British. She's British, so lots of interesting things about the film. What were your guys' thoughts coming into it?
Well, I thought it was. I didn't read anything about it going into the movie, and then I honestly thought it was the other movie, Honey Boy. Like for the first hour and a half, I was like, "Damn, when is this gonna get into like Shia LaBeouf's life?"
When
like,
am I gonna see Even Stevens?
No, dead ass. It was really hella confusing, and I think that kind of threw me off. It didn't allow me to enjoy the movie as much as I wanted to, and I ended up falling asleep halfway through. I finished it last night though.
Real.
Yeah, but it was great. A lot of parts I didn't like just because emotionally I thought it would go somewhere, and then it didn't go somewhere. I don't know. It was a weird emotional journey, I thought, but ultimately I liked the way it was shot. Thought the editing was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Reminded me a lot of like the stuff that you guys make, Elwood,
Mm-hmm.
and the characters are great. Yeah,
Mm.
thought it was good. I would rewatch it definitely all the way through.
I knew about American Honey. I remember seeing the poster like vividly, like at the movie theater, but like I was like 13, so I didn't go watch it. Wait, this came out in 2016, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so I didn't go watch it because I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I probably went to go see Transformers. But it was I didn't realize it was like 3 hours. It doesn't feel like like when you look at the screenshot and shit like that, you feel like it's like a 90-minute kind of like
Yeah.
slice of life kind of thing. No, it's a 3-hour like epic slice of life. I thought it was interesting. I didn't know anything really about it. I enjoyed it. It reminded me of of my childhood in the 2010s. Not because I was like them, but just because I remember people like them. Like, especially like, I don't know, just motherfuckers with dreads. Not dreads. What the fuck's that? Dreadlocks, right? Like when it's just hella like long and shit like that. That reminds me of the 2010s so much. I don't know why.
Like the rat tail.
No. Like what she has, what the main character has.
I feel like you could get dreads, Elwood.
No, thank you.
That'd be so lit.
That would be so corny.
I would look like Lana Wachowski.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
That'd be lit.
No,
as
dude, yeah,
fuck.
you do that. You grow out the stash, dude. You'd look fucking sexy, bro.
Well,
I'm just gonna brush right over it.
the film was interesting. The soundtrack was very 2010s. In compiling the list for like the quintessential 2010 films, it's like American Honey. It's The Bling Ring by Sofia Coppola, and there was another we watched for the podcast that was also like the 2010s.
Spring Breakers.
Spring Breakers. That's the ultimate like trilogy
Wow.
of just 2010 like ass. Like it was just crazy. Like
Butt crack.
all three of those films smell like swamp ass. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed obviously I enjoy just looking at, you know, a kind of life that I feel like is not even around anymore, really. Like especially in 2023, no one's buying magazine subscriptions anymore.
I feel like even in 2016,
Mhm.
you couldn't even argue that. But
But in that way, it would have been like the last time that was ever really a thing anymore. Especially, it makes sense that it's like in the Midwest mostly. Like those are kind of people that still rely on like analog media and shit like that. What?
It's funny that you're calling a magazine analog.
It is analog. Like what do you? It's like physical.
It is just funny. It's just
you nerd ass fool.
All right, my
Can you
bad.
press the rewind button? Speaking of analog.
What is that? Fast forward or nah? Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. You don't hear much about Shia LaBeouf in that period besides like, you know, his personal life. So really, this movie and Necrophiliac are the only. Oh, Nymphomaniac. Nymphomaniac. Pause. Nymphomaniac are the only films I know from this
What
era.
about Fury?
Oh no, I never watched Fury.
Fury's so lit, bro.
I never watched Fury. I remember that was another like Disney like adjacent movie because they would talk about it on Disney Channel. They'd be like,
Fury's
yeah, I swear. Yes, it was. It was Disney. Yes, I swear.
Don't people get like blown to fucking
I
shreds in that
swear
movie?
to God,
Like,
bro. I
they get
swear
blood
to
misted,
fucking
bro.
God. This is like, it's a Disney like adjacent because I remember they would talk about like, oh, and make sure to check out Fury.
No
And they would show Brad Pitt and Shia LaBeouf and Logan Lerman
that was
and
a
all
meme,
of them.
bro. That was a meme.
No, it wasn't a meme,
You
bro.
watched a meme, bro.
I wasn't a
Logan Lerman
meme,
was in
bro.
that?
Yeah, Logan Lerman's in it. And
Yeah.
but yeah, fuck you guys, bro. No, that shit was real. I
If you-
remember that
if you
shit.
could find that, I mean, obviously, I'd have no choice but to believe you. But there's no way, bro. There's no way. That movie's like, there's like borderline like a rape scene in there too. I mean,
You said it was blood misted?
yeah, people get blood misted.
What's that?
You know, when like they get shot by a tank and there's nothing but like a mist of blood left. Yeah.
That's rough.
That's.
What do you think
that's
it
that
tastes
movie.
like?
Bloody. I don't
Pennies.
know. Pennies.
Well, anyway, what do you guys think?
Revisiting this film now, I saw it a couple years ago at some point.
Yeah, you want some? Yeah, sure.
Is that water?
That's a high pH.
Can I have some water too?
I mean, yeah. Y'all been eating popcorn.
Speaking of which, and the first time through, I had a similar experience to what Jeffrey had in terms of, and probably what you were saying too, Elash. You don't really know what you're getting into first time around, and so you kind
can
of
keep it. No, you can keep it though. I have a water jug. Right. I have a water jug right here.
No, really though, I don't want that shit.
No, please continue, Anthony. I'm sorry.
Jeffrey, and Elwood, do you mind coming in a little closer? No, don't be afraid.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bro, what the
Damn, you can keep that too. Okay, Johnny does that too. You can. It's pretty easy to fix.
But you know, I think instantly for me, what always stood out about it is one, the subject, and then also the cinematography, and just doing more research about it too. It's super inspiring. You know, it's pretty much shot how it feels, just there on location. No real crew besides the DP and the actors, and that's super inspiring. Like I really appreciate that in terms of the craft element of it, you know, and just looking even more into stuff just in terms of the way, like, they would basically get their page for whatever they were going to do that morning or the night before, and then it was just a rough outline, and they would just do it. And yeah, like you were saying, it kind of feels similar to maybe some stuff that we've done and whatnot. But I think watching it this time around, it feels like I just appreciate films like this. It's not a documentary, and it's not even really a narrative. You know, it's not making any specific point. You know, it kind of meanders a little bit. But I don't mind that, you know, because at the end of the day, I think it still reaches to something that feels real and authentic, and it's work that I always have been drawn to even doing, just spending time and soaking in a different culture. Would you consider her a culture vulture then? I guess she's not really, you know, she's not. Okay, so that's what's interesting too, is that if she did have a point, or she was trying to dig in some type of point or make something, then it would feel that way. You know, you're using them to sort of as a voice box for yourself. But since it kind of feels just like in its own little corner of reality, I respect it. I respect the movie. I want to check out more of her work. I've only seen this and then one of her short films.
I saw that she made a movie that feels very similar, at least when I read it, to this one. It's called Fish Tank.
Yeah, with Michael Fassbender.
I the way I read it, it kind of felt like the same kind of thing, like just kind of like a woman kind of lost, finds like a group of people, goes on the road with them, basically. I don't know. It was interesting that, because then really she doesn't have a lot of films. This is like her last like thing like listed on IMDb or whatever.
You should check out her short film. It's called Wasp. She actually won
an Academy Award.
Yeah, an Academy Award for
That's
it.
what's up.
But awards aren't really much, but it's one of the shorts that I actually think it's like it was super effective, and really a lot of shorts feel like it's missing stuff, but it was great. It was a short story. What'd you think about it, Norby?
Mr. Popcorn Burglar.
I thought it was it reminded me a lot of Florida Project and Tangerine. It's kind of like that ultra realism, slice of life.
New neorealism or modern neorealism.
Modern neorealism. Where it's like I don't know, we're following like characters who we'd see, you know, like it's like in random places or like on the street or something, and we wonder how their lives are. It's like these movies are kind of exploring that. Or at least that style is, you know, just exploring that, and I really enjoy it. It's especially nowadays. There's kind of like there's really just like a strong sort of not like a genre, like a strong like cultural spot for it, especially nowadays. Like it reminds me of just seeing like there's like a certain like genre of meme that kind of reminds me of these movies.
Swag era.
Yeah, swag era type shit. Just like shit like that. But it's like it's just really interesting, really modern, like really new. Even though it's not really new, you know, it's this kind of culture. It's kind of been around for like a decade or so, at least like the way it's being viewed in these movies. And so, at least in terms of like cinema, it's like a pretty new experience. And so, I really enjoy getting to see it. but it is something where it is like, it's going for that ultra realism so much. There isn't really a story.
Mm-hmm.
And for like 3 hours, like, it is like a slice of life epic, which is like kind of crazy. So there's parts where like, it's not enjoyable, and parts where it is really enjoyable, and it's kind of a cheesy thing to say, but that's, how life is like. And you could tell that's kind of what they were going for. I think what they were setting out to do when they made this, I don't know exactly how close it was to what they imagined it to be, but it feels like they pulled it off. I guess this feels like a movie where I would forget the ending, but I didn't forget the ending. So
What happens in the end, Norby?
she jumps over like a campfire, and then she just walks in the
Takes a
water.
little bath.
Yeah,
She goes
she
swimming.
becomes a mud woman. Yeah. And she drowns herself. I don't know. Does she come back
Oh.
up?
She comes back up.
Does she come back up? Yeah.
To the Fireflies.
Yeah.
That's a very 2010s.
Yo, imagine if they had that
thing,
song.
too.
Imagine if they had that song though.
Bro,
That'd been so
I could
lit.
see that.
That would have been the
Starships.
perfect way to end it.
I'm not going to read exactly what Jalen said, but she said something basically asking like, what it made her. It was like, it makes you wonder like why this director, if she's like British and stuff, why she wanted to like explore these characters and
Mhm.
stuff, and I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about that?
All I know about like certain parts is that she read like some like article, like a New York Times or something like Wall Street Journal, sort of documentation of them a couple years prior when magazines were a little bit more prevalent.
Mhm.
But I still feel like it's interesting for her to do magazines in 2016 because it almost feels like it makes it feel almost like more like a historical pivot, in
Mhm.
terms of like these are literally forgotten people talking about forgotten pieces of media in certain ways. But then I like that it would be one thing if it was like this poetic thing, but then you really see them try to sell it, and it's not even they don't really talk about the magazines. What they're really selling is themselves, their story. It's more like almost like charity or something, yeah. This is for my, or what does Shia say when he's with the this is my sister. We're in the youth group or something like that. And that's interesting too because the psychology of door-to-door anything is just super I don't know, unique.
Mhm.
And it feels very American. I don't know how if they
Mhm.
do it in other countries, but it feels like a very American thing.
Mm.
And, or I yeah.
It reminded me a lot of Johnny sometimes. He wasn't just the
You
door-
think
door
Johnny
knocking
would if he at right place, right time would have gone with people like that?
No, he wouldn't have.
I could see him doing door to door though.
He did.
He did?
Yeah, he did.
Oh shit.
I remember what the first time I actually heard about this movie was after I watched Heaven Knows What.
Oh, yeah, because
'Cause-
Ariel Holmes.
Yeah, she's in this, and
I was surprised. I was so
the
surprised. to
thing
see
that
her in the
makes
movie.
me curious of that too is like it feels so naturalistic, and there's obviously like actors in it. I'm sure there's a lot of non-actors in it, but it in a way it almost makes me wonder if all of it was like completely scripted, and if the parts that didn't feel scripted are like the part where they go up to like the woman's house and stuff, and like there's the daughter there, and I think when like Shia LaBeouf's trying to get a sale and he ends up not getting it, that felt almost like it felt like they might have just like walked up to that house and said like, "Hey, can you be in our movie?" But I don't know. Knowing that there are like some actors in it, and knowing like I don't know, just like Ariel Holmes is in it, it makes me curious of like what her process was and like casting and stuff like that.
Apparently, she just found the main girl just on the beach one day. Like the girl was just chilling at the beach.
Oh
and
shit! It's got ads. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, nice! We got the Nemo trailer.
Yo, I bought the DVD from Zia and it had the same ones.
Sorry, I'm in trance.
George of the Jungle.
The DVD from Zia is pretty cool because you know how most like DVD backs are like vertical? It's horizontal. So I'll take a picture.
The VHS box is like that too.
Show it to the camera. Yep.
No, the other side.
No. That way.
Wow. Goes horizontal. Is that a QR code?
No, it's a barcode. Fucking dumbass.
Whoops.
To me, yeah, part of that with the casting process and everything, though, I'm just always curious, like, really, how does something like this get made? Like, how do you pitch it to producers or get funding or distribution? Because, it's not very conventional, any part of it. Or even it seemed like shooting was pretty much, again, how the movie went. They just traveled around the country and just went places.
Well, even some of the locations. I mean, like, I'm curious to see what the location scouting would have been like.
Oil fields and such.
Yeah, or even just like I was thinking of like the children's house, like when she's like in there in the what was it? Was it the mom was like doing heroin or something like that?
Yeah. Like meth or something.
Mm-hmm.
That part was really good though, because that part made me think of the beginning where she leaves the kids.
Mm-hmm. It also makes me wonder about like, because they had like legit rules. Like, I wonder how much of that was derived from like a real story, or if it was just something like these are the rules they live by, and we're making them up. Because like there's that what was it like? Whoever the two worst sellers have to fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, that dude showed his dick on camera.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I guess the director had lived with the group for like 8 months to a year and just took notes. But then I saw too that in the movie when they meet the other seller group, that was just random. Like they just showed up, a whole nother door-to-door group.
Damn.
And but pretty much, or at least the crew said that a lot of what was written in the script was basically the same thing with those random people were doing too. So
Interesting.
that's pretty cool to be that accurate and stuff.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the visuals of it. Just every now and then it would just cut to some shot of like out the window or butterflies, or just a really simple shot for like a split second. I really enjoyed that a lot. Visually too, I think it was cool how the main character, I don't know if anyone else picked up on this, but she was real connected to animals and bugs, insects and such. I thought that was really interesting, and I was curious why that choice. But maybe because like she is an outcast. A lot of bugs are outcasts. Like, we were scared of bugs, but then there's a few people who like bugs, This is kind of this back and forth, and that's how I felt towards the character. Is like, do I like her? Do I root for her? Or is she kind of seedy? Yeah, I couldn't tell at times. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about like being that it's called American Honey, but the America it shows, is only really one slice of everything they have, whether it's with city life or even East Coast and West Coast feels way different than whatever is going on in this movie here.
Wasn't like American Honey means it was like it was like a Texas thing, like Texas people, southern. Yeah, I don't know. It's a.
It almost made it
to
seem
think about.
like it's like you live here but you're from there, sort of thing.
What do you mean?
I don't know if this is the way it was in the movie, but I feel like I remember a part where it's like, say you like live in Florida but you're from Texas, almost. I don't know. Like an interest. I don't know. It is when you go on something like that. It feels. The movie reminded me of one of my coworkers that I used to have, and it felt like something like. It would have almost felt like. It would have been a story he would have told us about, like a year he spent in his life, where it feels like when people are young and stuff, trying to find their identity. It felt like a modern day like hippie, but like a hippie in like a 2010s sort of context.
Swag hippie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say American Honey. I can't find specifically because when I search up American Honey, it
Go
gives
to
me, like-
Urban Dictionary.
Facts.
Well, no, I kind of found what it was, but basically, American Honey is just like symbolizes the essence of America and its values: freedom, adventure, and a deep connection to the. Second, there's an ad. I'm not gonna find it, but yeah, basically just like American values and stuff like that. Kind of wait, all Haunted Mansion. But
Screen tongue be born and fuck.
nah, for honestly, this hella started distracting me, bro. Coming soon to DVD and video.
Imagine making that legendary
Innuendo.
graphic, bro.
Nah, for
Imagine
real.
making that coming soon graphic. Dude, you might as well kill yourself.
This dude,
you literally just peaked.
this dude needs his dick sucked.
All
But I
of
was
Gen
gonna
Z,
say-
suck this dude dick.
But I was gonna. Now he's the whale.
No. In this trailer, it acknowledges this isn't Brendan Fraser.
Who is it?
George of the Jungle 2.
That is? That's not Brendan Fraser?
He's in the first one, not the second one. He wanted more money.
Oh, bro. No, well now he's in the whale.
Wait, they got a monkey mountain?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, sorry.
I saw that. Yeah.
We gotta turn this shit off.
What were you gonna say, Elwood?
But anyway, I feel like it kind of makes sense. I feel like it is like a slice of America, but it's very specific to what it shows and stuff like that. But in a way, it really is like an essence of it. Like all it thinks, like you live, like you wake up, make money, like kind of hang out, party, go to bed, wake up, make money. It's a very simple life, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it feels very American. Like it feels like that's a lot of people here. Like it really is like that's life, and there's nothing wrong with that. I really like the soundtrack too because it feels very American. Like a lot of music from the time that wasn't coming from like the UK. Like you wouldn't hear like
Dubstep.
yeah, dubstep. You wouldn't hear there's a cover of a Suicide song by what's his name? Who's the oh I'm on fire. Who's that guy, bro?
I
Who's
don't
that
know.
guy, bro?
Kate would know.
Far.
Kate would know.
Bro, what the fuck's his?
Mumford and Sons.
No, it's some man. I forgot his name. He's like Born to Run.
Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, there's a Bruce Springsteen song in the movie when she's driving with a trucker and he's talking about like
yeah,
his daughter and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It just feels very American. It feels very rural. I don't know. It just feels very simple. A very simple American. It's sweet.
When the Mazzy Star song came on, it hit.
That shit.
I was gonna just to add on that though, Elwood. That's how I thought about it too, though. Like with the American aspect, it feels like a different side of the American dream. Whereas I think someone on the outside looking in thinks a lot of it as to build and to get more opportunity. Whereas I think for a lot of maybe like born American, and specifically maybe from the more secular parts of the country. It's not necessarily to build; it's just to survive. It's just seeing what's available, and really that was the true essence of America to begin with is to make with what was around, but now it's like the modern day pilgrim doesn't farm. They sell magazines.
Did anyone else interpret the whole magazine thing as like a scam? Yeah,
I thought it was real.
You
I
it was
thought
real?
the magazines were real. Honestly.
I felt like it was just a scam. Like they're just taking advantage of these kids, the Shia and Crystal character.
You're also. It's about like selling yourself. I feel.
Yeah, and
And
that's the American aspect of
That's
it. It's
like I don't think like the fact of them getting magazines was fake, but it's like they know from the beginning these people don't need it, and it's all about like
Bro, yeah, that's
selling that you do.
just like ultra capitalism.
Mhm.
It's like we don't need any of this shit. I don't need a fucking podcast.
Um,
I don't need a fucking soundboard. I don't need
Yeah,
beer.
you need beer, but
I don't
it's
need fucking beer.
It's
I don't need these goddamn fucking TVs.
I can stop anytime I want.
And I don't need cigarettes. I just
you
can't
guys
stop.
You
I
guys
can't
keep
stop.
going. I need to work tomorrow.
Fuck you.
I know.
Speaking of ultra
Rate
capitalists,
it. but
rate the movie.
I really, I think thinking about it, I appreciate thinking about it almost more than watching it. But there's like a lot of things that I appreciate about it. Just appreciate about the way they had to have shot it and stuff like that. And I really appreciate like the cast of characters and the soundtrack. And I don't know. I want to watch it again. I watched it in the middle of summer, like in July or something like that, and that felt like the best time to watch it, kind of. So I'll revisit it again. It is kind of interesting how it is like a 3-hour like slice of life. That's like the hardest part about it in a way of like rewatching it. But there's definitely parts of it like I would watch again even if I don't watch the whole movie. But I'd like to watch the whole movie again one day. So I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10.
What do you give the Raid?
The what?
The Raid Redemption.
Oh yeah, the Raid.
What do you think about the Raid?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was bored as fuck during the Raid. I spent the night here when I watched the Raid, and I watched it on my computer and on Norby's TV at the end of it. And I watched like the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I was kind of tired, so I fell asleep. But just the whole time, that movie just dragged for me. Amazing like choreography, amazing like an amazing action film, but there were a lot of things about it that were kind of campy, and when it came to the story, it just got like the story was kind of dumb, and just the whole fact with like a lot of action movies that like the main character is just like ultra invincible is just frustrating. Like that guy's like, it's crazy what that guy's like. That person
Ultra Chad, Giga
like
Chad.
how'd that guy not become the president? Like he could just like beat everyone up.
Of Malaysia?
And of Asia. I don't know. But really great like choreography and stuff like that. That would be a movie where it's like, okay, rewatching a scene of it would be like really fun, I think, but like having to
whole
sit
movie.
through like an hour and a half of it was just, it's not necessarily like my preference. It doesn't make it a bad movie. I feel like it executed really well what it was trying to do. So I would give The Raid like somewhere between like a 5 and a 6. Probably for myself like a 5, but I think it is like a quality film, a good film. So thanks for recommending it, even though it wasn't like my cup of tea.
Even though it's
It honestly wasn't my cup of tea either. I thought it was gonna be more like Dread. I thought it was gonna be better than Dread.
Yeah. Well, no. We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it.
okay.
That's next.
Okay, but thank you all.
Of course.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Norberto.
Drive safely.
Yes. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank
you, Elwood. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, God.
Oh,
How
how are we gonna do the recommendation?
Oh,
It's not my
Yeah.
turn. So just
Well-
text me what it is.
well,
Oh, okay.
I got a proposal for you, but we'll get there.
But it is October, so
We'll get there. You'll
Okay.
tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Rewatch it. Rewatch this episode
rewatch it. Okay.
at Ross.
Yeah, we're not gonna update you, bro. You gotta go back and watch it.
Okay. For sure.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Everybody get home safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Are you
Yeah.
gonna be at the Beverly tomorrow?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'll
you
see.
coming 4 eyes?
More.
More like 0 eyes.
X-ray.
What's show tomorrow?
Videodrome.
Videodrome.
By
Oh,
David
damn.
Cronenberg.
I'll see. I might have to skip class again if I do.
Oh, you skip Laureen.
Dude, I've been skipping the
women's.
Actually,
and
no, it is all online now. I don't know what the fuck happened.
So just like tune in on the Zoom and put it in your pocket.
yeah, maybe.
And then come watch Videodrome.
I'll just I'll have the camera on and it'll show the movie.
Okay. Bye bye, Screen Tongue World. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Jalen.
Thanks for the beer.
So, yes, sir. Yes,
The
sir.
natural
We
life
got
outdoors.
jam sometime soon.
I'm down. Yeah,
So-
I'm ready.
We'll get to it. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, Ayla.
Oh.
Drive safely.
What I
Thanks for coming, Jeffrey.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you as always. As always. I'll see you tomorrow, Elwood.
Of course.
See you guys.
I wanted to bring it up before I forgot. When he talks about like 3 hours and stuff like that, I feel like if I was her and I did like spend like 8 months with like a group of people just to make a movie about it, just to understand the character, the Power Raid,
Bro.
I was so thirsty.
just to understand like them. I understand like why. Because if I did the same thing, I would make it like a 3-4 hour movie just because there's so much going on. Like it feels like it would feel wrong to cut anything out of it. Really, it feel hard to cut things out. But
I wonder if like it was cut or edited pretty like linearly, or if they shaped it later
Mhm.
on.
yeah, well, that's the thing is that it's kind of hard because like obviously parts of it do feel like very sporadic on the moment stuff. Some parts feel like they were like I feel like the part when the little girl, it's like her birthday or whatever, she like turned 14, 13. That part had to be scripted. Like you can't just like that's not a pure luck thing. Like especially the way she was talking to the mom and stuff like that.
No way.
It had to be scripted, the whole thing. I think they'd probably get like fined if it wasn't scripted. And they just recorded her daughter like acting like that. But yeah,
Bro,
no,
that scene was crazy though. Just like I don't. It's just that was an interesting thing too. Just documenting that time in culture, in American culture, and it's still like that now. I guess it's just post internet time. Maybe it's always actually. I guess it's always been this way. You know.
Shout out Lil Tay. She just came back
To life.
Yeah, you guys saw Lil Tay? Lil Tay.
No, I didn't hear.
You remember the little like Asian girl that used to be like?
No, I know who she is. Yeah.
Yeah, she came back.
To life.
For real?
Yeah, they her dad went on her Instagram and said that she passed away, that she died.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But now she wasn't. She's alive, and she came out with a song.
Yeah, I heard something about like that it wasn't real, but that's interesting. Is it a good song?
No. But I don't know. It's cause yeah, I thought about doing that too, going somewhere and just making a movie after living there for like so long. But like I know like afterward I'm just gonna have like this 10-hour like behemoth of like a thing. Like I just wouldn't want to change it. I'd be like, makes sense. You gotta watch it all.
You would sell it to Netflix and they would make sure you didn't edit it.
And I don't know. I feel like I understand, but I do feel like I could have grasped the lifestyle just as well, even if it was like an hour and a half, even if it was like 2 hours. I don't necessarily think the film had to be through, especially because a lot of the scenes are very repetitive.
Yeah, like they just go to a new place and sell. Yeah.
It's not in a way where I'm trying to say like, because I feel like some parts they need to be repetitive to show like the lifestyle. Some parts just didn't need to be there. Like just some of the driving stuff when they were singing like, nope. Yo,
That's my favorite scene.
just like there was too many scenes of that though.
They do the whole song. They do the whole song.
Yeah.
It'd kind of be upsetting if they didn't do the whole song and it was 3 hours long.
Yo, isn't there a part where it's like there's like two dudes like just like humping each other
Yeah.
on the car? Yeah, I agree. I think like it probably didn't need to be as long. I feel like not necessarily that it had to be that long, but like it does kind of sell the ultra realism aspect of it. Like you can tell they're going more for that than they were, I don't know, a traditional sort of a concise movie or whatever. You could tell they wanted there to be fat in there, which I appreciate it. But it's like fat is still fat. You're gonna turn people off, and I think they knew that.
Yeah, I didn't want to be a hater, but while I was watching it, I just kept thinking like, this needs to be shorter. Like I'm getting sleepy, and I just wanted it to be shorter. And I never knew where the movie was taking me, truly, because it was so repetitive. It felt like, oh, there might be a switch now that they've done something that they already did earlier. But nothing really happened.
Yeah.
Even the ending, I was like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What's the
No,
point?
for
What's
real.
the point?
You're like, yeah.
And I'm not even the type to always look for a point, but I was just kind of upset, throughout
Yeah.
it. But I don't know if that was just my situation going into it, thinking that it was another movie, falling asleep.
Yeah, that's kind of
halfway
fucked.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Honey Boy?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I want to. I thought I was watching that one.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were watching,
Yeah.
bro. I was
Where's
ready for that.
Shia? Where's young Shia?
Did Shia kill somebody in the movie?
In
American Honey? Like I wanted more of that aspect, more of his
Yeah.
like shiestiness and like
or him becoming like the villain. Type
Yeah.
shit.
He fucking rides a motorcycle.
Yeah.
his shirt was bloody, and then we cut to the next day, and that's when we started seeing introduced to like new people.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So like, did he kill somebody from the group? Because he was arguing. I don't know if you remember that.
I don't remember actually.
It was I forget. It was when she came back from the oil field, and she hears Jake.
Oh yeah, he fucking doesn't he kill the fucking dude in the truck?
I
that,
think
like,
I think it's
hired him?
implied.
Yeah.
Was it him?
Yeah, because
Was it
like
supposed to be him?
yeah, I thought it was because isn't it like she gets there, but doesn't Shia get in the truck? That I feel like he there's like a physical altercation between him and the dude.
They
that,
never
like-
show it.
They don't show it.
Dude, I watched it last night and they didn't. It was just like she's running into the house and you hear him struggling and yelling
Yeah.
at somebody, and then
Mm.
it cuts to them inside the house. Now he's inside the house.
I sort of implied that he like killed the fucking dude in the truck for fucking his girlfriend. That's not his girlfriend.
that makes sense. I didn't catch that, like who it was. I was like, who the fuck did he kill? Like,
So I gotta read the chat. There's a lot of shit.
How
in
did
chat
you
right now.
feel about like the sort of dynamic between Shia and Riley Keough, the leader girl, their whole dynamic, and then how they influence the rest of the group?
I thought it was fascinating because I feel like we all probably know a couple people like that who seem like they live in that kind of lifestyle where they're, I don't know, just ghetto, you know, not to be offensive, but like I've known people like that, and you're like, damn, what's your lifestyle like, you know? And
life
it's
is
a grind.
fast.
It's a grind. Yeah, it's a fast grind, that kind of lifestyle. So it's very interesting. Like you guys keep saying, it felt very real. So that part I liked.
Shia, he felt very much like a lapdog. Like he felt like a dog. Like he felt very like obviously
He was a
energetic.
wolf.
Yeah. Like that really he sold it, especially because like he's like the lapdog to this woman, like drives her around and shit like that. Is in a lot of ways like without him, the rest of the people don't sell. You know what I mean? Like he teaches them, he gives them the skills. He's indoctrinating him into his wolf pack. He's making the pack stronger, bro. And I think and really the woman's just a cash front. Like she just fronts him the cash, and I feel like he's more without him there is no magazines to sell. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I just liked how energetic he was. He was just like, even like the first time you meet him, like he starts standing up in is it a Walmart or a Kmart or whatever the fuck?
Yeah, like
Something
some
like that,
grocery
yeah.
store.
He's like,
Because don't they like take stuff, or like they're just
no, they're just dancing to the music in the store.
Yeah.
It's like some like, it's some like Diamonds in the Sky type shit or some shit like that. But yeah, he had just a very, very interesting dynamic to him. In a lot of ways, what The Weeknd should have been in The Idol.
That's true.
Bruh.
That's true.
They even have
This
the
is
same rat
this is
tail.
a better version of the Idol.
How do you guys feel about the lead? Like this is her first movie and stuff like that. How do you guys feel that she did? And,
This was great.
She was also in
How to Blow Up a Pipeline.
Yeah, that was crazy.
She's in one of the new Star Wars
real?
series too. But I honestly I thought she did pretty good, pretty decent. I just it's one of those things where it's like you only see them in one thing, or where they really shine in only one thing, and it's not a detriment to their performance, but I guess I always appreciate having a collection of things that I enjoyed a performer in.
No, go. I don't know who's talking. Who said but?
I think it was Anthony.
I just didn't want to hear your voice anymore.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. Sorry, I would.
Nah, you're good. I was gonna say.
What'd you
I
think
guess
about-
supposedly she. I guess supposedly she in her contract she doesn't want to cut off her dreads.
Bro.
Because in how
That's
to
lit.
build
That's
how to build a pipe how to blow up a pipeline.
Yeah.
She also has the dreads. Like she looks the same.
She's got the dreads in Star Wars too.
I feel like it's
Dang.
very hard to cast her in anything else. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like she's a very distinct looking human being.
That's one thing I felt about her performances. Almost like it felt like it was more like the actual person than it was like a character. Like it felt like, not that she was like one note. Like it was still a good performance. But it wasn't like a performance where you got to see the full range of emotion necessarily. It was
It
pretty
reminded
reserved.
me kind of like Robert Bresson. He always referred to his actors as models and not necessarily as performers. And visually how they looked and were perceived was more important than whatever they were doing.
Gotcha.
I like that, honestly. I like that. Going
Analogy.
that route, yeah.
Bruh.
What did you guys think of the aspect ratio? Simple question.
I always enjoy more of a boxier ratio. I think that it makes close-ups a lot more dynamic because you can frame the face a lot more singularly. You know, you don't have a lot going on in the background, and especially how it was shot. It makes it feel more like you're there with them, and kind of remind me of more like medium format or large format cameras in terms of the size and the feel. What'd you think? What'd you guys think about it?
I liked it. It threw me off at first for a second, but I enjoyed it. Yeah.
I liked it a lot because you know how we talk about like some films don't have to be that long. Some films could have been longer. Some films could have just been a short film. They didn't need like a wide. They didn't need all that picture. That's all they needed really. like because really like if it was wider, it wouldn't feel the same. Like it wouldn't like the inside of the car and like the apartments and like even them fucking would feel different, like completely different if there was a lot
Yeah.
more, if you could see the image more. You know what I mean?
They didn't need all that frame.
Nah, for real, they didn't need it. It was unneeded, and
Yeah.
in a lot of ways they added a lot of fat to the script, to the film. They took out fat with the fucking picture.
Yeah.
I think it lends itself to the story of the character, the main character, and relating to her, because that's her perspective. It is kind of closed off. You can see it's like even when there's close-ups on her, she's kind of emotionless because maybe she's only seeing one portion of whatever she's experiencing. You know.
Yeah, it did feel like a pretty just like when I think back in the movie, I can't really. It's hard to see like any like establishing shots. Like it really is just like of the people and like just like funny situations or funny things that they're doing or interactions and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't really notice it when I was watching it, but looking back, it's definitely just like a close movie. You know, everything just feels kind of close.
All handheld.
Mm-hmm.
What's chat saying?
Okay, let's see. Gabe said, "Damn Disney wild for that one." Lumfao when you said
Fury.
Fury. Jalen said, "I think I was confused about the film. I wasn't sure if she was kind of exploiting this trashy subculture to propel a story. I guess it made me question what kind of life did she have that she wanted to explore this one. Trashy subculture. Jesus Christ, it wasn't that bad. Not that I think you must come from the background of the stories you tell, but when I read she was British, I hit that Jeffrey eyebrow emo. Who's this? Whiff Punished. What is up, Backcountry 07? Angel.
Angel?
Which Angel is this?
Angel?
Yo, wait, Angel like from Donkey?
I don't know which Angel. I don't know which Angel this is.
I feel like you
What
you
up,
would
Angel?
know your Angels
Yeah, he's
like
AQ like 6, 7, 8.
Uh,
bro,
it's probably
Angel,
not
if you're
him.
still
It's
if you're
probably
still
Donkey
here,
Angel.
bro. What's up?
Gabe said Johnny Cash. Oh, I think when you guys were talking about when you were trying to think of Bruce Springsteen.
Oh yeah, Bruce Springsteen.
Jalen said shoegazers, shame on you. And then she said thinking about how she got actors by looking for drunk teens on the street. Then that dude have straight up dick out. The sex scenes no motherfucking chill. Then Kaylee said she and Loki. And then some dude named Scott said interesting. And then hey, exclamation point.
Hey,
What's up, Scott?
Yo,
What's up,
what's up?
Scott?
who the fuck's Scott?
I have no idea.
Let's see his channel.
Gabe said, guys, plug Motorhome. I can't read the rest of it. What the fuck? It's fucking blocked off. Let me see if it showed up here. Guys, plug Motorhome, the Hangout with the Cool Kids movie. Oh, you want to plug it real quick? Scott trying to rizz y'all up. You want to plug Motorhome real fast, Owen?
He did like the Lego hey. Hey!
Hey!
No,
Scott, what's up, Scott?
The criminals are getting away. Go watch Motorhome.
It's on the Backcountry.
It's on the Backcountry YouTube channel if you like things and films like American Honey, but you wish it was shorter
You way shorter.
Widescreen.
and it was wide and it was in black and white. Then go watch Motorhome.
There were three clips in this movie that were black and white. Did anyone catch it?
I don't think
American Honey?
No, I don't think I did. Which scene?
Did you?
Are you for real?
Yeah. It threw
Which
me
one?
off for a second. I was like, "Whoa, it was cool. It was a cool artsy move."
You-
But it was just like a driving scene. It
Mhm.
cut 3 times out the window, maybe 2 times, but it was black and white.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
thought it
that's
was cool.
What
Yeah.
would you watch it on? Would you watch the film?
You watched it wrong, bro.
Bro, I think your TV fucked up then, bro.
No. Trust me, it's a close up of the clouds, so of a rainy cloud, so you can't tell that it's exactly black and white. But when you look at
that's
the grass,
crazy.
it's black.
Oh,
and white.
that's
You can
actually
tell.
hard.
Yeah.
Damn. That's cool as fuck.
Well, if you want the whole thing to be in black and white and 12 minutes long, check out Motorhome. It's on Backcountry. Go watch it. But also, I'd like to plug a very talented filmmaker, Ian Watson. Is his last name Watson?
Well, I think so.
Watson, yeah, Watson.
Go watch his film Trial of a Salesman.
The
Trials of a Salesman. I don't know where it is.
Of a salesman.
It's on his YouTube channel.
Yes, it is.
Go watch it.
If you're watching this live and you haven't seen it yet, you can probably still catch a link on the Backcountry Television IG story.
Yeah, probably. Honestly.
Yeah.
I'll highlight it and say this is what Elwood was talking about.
Yeah. I think if you look up The Trial of a Salesman and Ian Watson, it's probably the first thing that'll come up. I think I looked it up and I was able to find it.
I was on set. I didn't do anything on set, but I was on set.
Yo, Scott is cracking me up.
Who the fuck's Scott? Bro?
I don't know. He said, this whole setup is awesome. Thanks, Scott, dude. You're dope. My boss at the auto shop was named Scott. So this is the same Scott I'd be.
Wait, the Scott like on 4th of July Scott?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my fucking
I
God,
think so, yeah.
Does he have your IG?
No, he doesn't. So I don't know.
How do you get that?
What's up, Scott? Tell us a bit about yourself. You seen American Honey or Holes or The
Bro,
Raid?
if this is Scott from 4th of July, I'd like to see you come down here with a gun and shoot all of
Bruh.
us.
Jalen said Scott Walker.
Oh,
Mark.
bro, Scott Walker was our principal. But Scott Walker, in high school, after a theater performance, he walked into the girls' dressing room and said, "Good job, everyone," and then walked out. But everyone was like getting changed, so they were fucking naked.
Bruh.
And guess what happened to him?
He continued to be an educator.
He's a superintendent now.
Bruh.
But
Oh, and by the way, guys, if you didn't know, John Weary is going to be throwing a film festival.
yes, John Weary and Suzanne. I don't know her last name.
Gabe said Ridley? Question mark.
Really?
Oh, did he go to the bathroom?
I think
No.
he just dipped.
He just wanted to go walk around a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. I need to go to the bathroom as well.
All right, well, if you want, Elwood and I will hold the fort down.
Oh, I thought you were about to say we'll hold your pee.
We'll hold you. I'll be right back.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Ridley. What do you say?
Scott said I'm just a guy.
I'm just a guy. That's good, Scott. Scott, well, tell us a little bit about your day today. I'm Anthony. This is Elwood. Is this your first time on the podcast? Oh, Jaw Bing said he's just a guy. He's just a guy.
I guess so. Scott's a very. I knew a Scott. My mom had a friend named Scott, and I guess when I was younger, they used to have one of those like pacts like millennials have, where it's like, oh, if you're not married and I'm not married, when we're this old, then we'll get married. But I don't know if they talk anymore.
What happened?
I just remember it just felt weird because like she would get him to like talk to me about like man stuff. And it just felt weird, just like, cause Scott was like this dude from like
So he's
the
like
South.
he's like your stepdad.
Not even
He's
cause
the dad that stepped up.
nah, cause he only came around when my mom like called him to like, she would literally call him to like put him on the phone with me, but it's like I didn't even like him like that. Like I don't know where she got this idea from. His favorite filmmaker was Guy Ritchie.
Gabe said get Scott on. Oh, let's see. Scott, what is your favorite color? That's what Jalen said. Oh, Scott, he just said. Let's see. Well, I ate a veggie. About his day, he ate a veggie burrito, got some work done, and enjoyed my fresh, and enjoyed my fresh air. How about you? Busy day. Scott is just a lovely guy. WTF? That's what Jalen said. We have a fan, or I don't know if he's a fan. We have a listener.
Oh well, welcome Scott.
Mystery listener.
Oh well, I mean he asked how was your guys' day?
Oh, it was good. It was a good day.
What'd you do today, Jeffrey?
I woke up, went to breakfast. Or no, we didn't even eat breakfast. We went to IKEA. We were looking for a rug, me and Kaylee, with her parents. A rug for our room. And then we had some breakfast at IKEA. Not actual breakfast, but food, you know, it's the first meal of the day. And then I came home, took a nap for a fat-ass nap. And then we went to the restaurant, Genting Palace, ate some food. Now I'm here. So it was a chill day, good food.
That's what's up.
Elwood?
I woke up and I heard people's voices downstairs that I didn't recognize. But instead of going down to investigate, I kind of just cleaned my room. And then after I was done cleaning, because I was supposed to be interviewed today by my friend Alex, but then he called me and said, yo, I'm going to come hang out with you. I'm just not going to film because I want it to be dark outside. So I was like, all right. So then he came with my friend Hannah and we went to Danny's. We hung out. We talked about politics.
Hood politics.
You ever snitched Ninja out?
Nope.
Yep.
Star Wars.
What?
Yoda.
Yup. But and then we went to Zia. I bought something that I'll bring up after we're done with the podcast. And then we went to and then I went to work. And after work I came straight here.
Where do you work?
I'm not gonna say that.
You don't have to say the name.
Just the address.
Like the type of store, maybe.
I work downtown in a thrift store.
My day really started.
Wait. How's your day, Anthony?
Oh gosh, my day really started yesterday. This weekend I've been helping One Take Tovar with the 48-hour film competition. So I worked yesterday from 2 to 10:30, and then I came to him and his team, and we filmed until about sunrise, so like 5:30, 6 a.m. I did some coloring for about an hour and a half, and he lives like down the street from my mom, and I had to be at work today at 12 o'clock, and I didn't want to sleep there, so I went to my mom's and I took a little 2-hour nap. I took a shower, washed my clothes, and then I went back there to finish coloring and stuff like that. And then I went to work, chilled there. And then my mom went to the movies today. She watched Stop Making Sense. Are you a Talking Heads fan?
A little bit.
Is your mom a Talking Heads fan?
No, I just told her she should go.
How'd she like it?
She had fun. She had a lot of fun. And
Stop making sense.
then I picked up my Holes VHS and a Western bacon cheeseburger. And I came here. I haven't been home in like 4 days, it feels.
Yeah, it feels like that for me too.
We miss you.
I miss you too, man.
Did you read what Scott said?
The bed gets cold at night.
What's he saying now?
Dude, did you see the veggie burrito?
Yeah, because we asked him how his day was.
Yeah. Gabe said, get Scott on. Jalen said,
We already read this
Scott,
shit,
what is
bro.
I haven't read it. Okay, I haven't read it. You know, when I go to take a piss while the podcast is going on, I'm not fucking watching it.
Well, why wouldn't you
I trust
watch
you
it?
guys. Was that?
Well, why wouldn't you watch it?
Because I like to come back and get caught up. But so Scott said, I'm sorry, I have to restate this. Well, I ate a veggie burrito, got some work done, and enjoyed my fresh air. How about you? Busy day. This dude is Patrick Bateman, bro. This dude's a serial killer. Scott said, I'm not sorry. Jalen said, Scott is just a lovely guy. What the fuck? Jeffrey, what do you think about IKEA meatballs? Scott said, amazing. I'm glad to see this group doing well. Haha. Jalen said, Elwood, did you talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? And then Scott said, he's back. Haha. And then Gabe said, Scott, will you be my dad? Then Jalen said, all caps, yeah, stop making sense. Yeah. Tism mode activated. Scott said, have no kids. Silly. And then Gabe said, no, he's not, Norby. He's a cool dude. I don't know, man. Scott, prove to me you're not a evil, cruel serial killer who like skins people and enjoys it.
You ever feel like you've encountered a serial killer in your life, Jeffrey?
No, I don't think so.
That's good. Or maybe that's bad.
Yeah, I feel like I can, not that I can read people, but I get a good sense of someone's motives, right? I don't think I've met like a serial killer. I've met assholes or like people who are selfish or narcissistic, but
Yeah.
no one ever gave me a serial killer vibe. But I've been around people who are like, oh yeah, that guy gives me serial killer vibes, and I'm like, I don't know.
Have you met someone that gives you school shooter vibes?
Yeah, I think so.
Who?
Like back when I was in Boy Scouts.
Oh, boy.
Like a lot of kids like that.
Scott said, "What? Haha, come on." Scott, that is the most serial killer thing you could say.
Come on, guys. Me? Scott?
Really, guys? Me? Of all people?
Oh, and Jalen, I haven't had the meatballs yet. Or whoever asked that.
What did you have?
Chicken and French fries, and then salmon and pesto.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting
Pretty
combo.
Eclectic. All right.
That's
well,
all I've had from them.
I had the pear soda before.
Oh yeah, because they got weird sodas over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have ketchup and mustard.
Soda?
No, just ketchup and
Oh,
mustard.
shit. And ranch.
No, like that you can buy. Like it literally just says ketchup, mustard. Like you can just buy it.
Is the
Shit.
ranch free
Yeah.
in the food court?
Yeah.
All right, I might get a cup or something maybe.
You know, everyone's always talking about Costco hot dog, Sam's Club hot dog. No one's talking about
IKEA
IKEA hot
ranch.
dog. Oh, IKEA ranch. IKEA sells like hot dogs and pizza like the other ones do. It's just not as big. It's like on the downstairs, like
Yeah.
when you're leaving. I never had it though, so I don't know. So any thoughts? Any more we want to talk about
We gotta rate it.
American Honey?
I would rate American Honey, a 1580 out of 1775.
You know, I like seeing movies like these be made, even if I'm not entirely like positive. Wait, what?
Just keep going. I'll tell you. I will do it after we rate.
Even if it's not something I'm entirely positive with, but I'm glad that these movies are being made. I guess this is almost 10 years old now. 3 years, 7 years old.
Yeah.
Damn.
man.
But what?
Just damn yeah.
Damn, yeah.
Damn yeah.
Nobody realized he's old as fuck.
Yeah, no. 2016 to me was
You're a sophomore.
yeah, dude. But 2016 was the year everything changed, bro.
That's our 1969.
Deadass.
Wait, what happened in 2016?
Take me back, man.
Dude, like so much,
It
bro.
was a simpler time.
Yeah, it was like Trump was president.
Dank meme. That's when memes got like like
Yeah.
what you see in memes. 2016 was the start of
Yeah.
modern.
Kanye
memes.
went to the hospital.
Kanye went to the hospital. It was,
Harambe.
yeah, that was crazy. That
Weren't there, like,
honestly,
a few shootings too.
Yeah.
Oh, like Sandy
Sandy.
Hook was 2012 maybe, or was it? I don't know. Alex Jones might have been at his peak, maybe pre getting blocked off YouTube.
and somewhere in the Midwest, there were people selling magazines. 2016 was a different year, a different time, and I appreciate this. I'm it's an A24 film, and honestly, I'm just glad a film like this was made.
Mhm.
I'd like to see more films about people and not about Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd finding a unicorn.
Paul Rudd.
I feel like A24 has gotten. They went from being like real to being quirky.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, they're hella quirky now. Like Marcel the Shell, even though I heard it's good, it's just a little he's a little guy. But yeah, I want to see real people and I want to see more of it. So just for that, I give this film out of 40 bubbles. Let me give it 29.7 bubbles. It's a great film. It's just not necessarily for me all the way.
Sorry, what was your rating? I just totally, I blanked out at like
Bro, you're thinking about 2016.
a little bit, yeah.
I give it a 29.7. That's what I said, right?
I don't know. I wasn't
Well,
paying
it's
attention.
It's a 29.7 out of
Wait,
40.
chat, you need to help us now. What did Elwood just say?
Was anybody paying attention to?
What's going on? It looks like a lot's happening. over
Yeah,
there.
dude. Scott, you threw off the feng shui, bro.
Sorry that happened.
But
Elwood.
perfectly balanced. We'll get back to chat. I want to finish rating.
I think it's a timeless movie, you know, even though it's set in 2016 and talking about magazines that we no longer have. It still feels timeless. Like I could watch this maybe like a decade or two from now and it'd still feel... I would imagine there's still always going to be people like this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, I want to rewatch it and then give it a proper rating, honestly. But at the moment, 7 out of 10.
This man's eating popcorn with a spoon.
Like soup spoon.
Just a spoonful.
It makes it way more hard.
The pause.
I like making things harder for myself. Anyways, I love that movies like this capture perfectly what it's like to look at CJ's story. to look at the clips that CJ would send to Vegas kids. For that reason, I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. Is that everybody? Did you?
Yeah.
Time for the raid.
All right, Let's look at the
Check
chat.
the chat.
Real fast. There we go. Let's see. Firstly, Jalen said, "What? No meatballs? Crazy." Then Jalen said, "IKEA cranberry sauce stained my Sex Pistols shirt forever." Aw. Then Scott said, "What you eating?" First time using YouTube. Haha. This is like a bot, bro. I swear. He spelled YouTube with like a U. This dude is trolling. And then Gabe said Norby is eating the mic, Scott. Thanks, Gabe. Then Scott said he spelled my name right. That's crazy. Norby's always a jokester. Jesus Christ. God damn, bro.
I think he
Dude,
knows.
Scott's a jokester, bro. This is comedy.
Bro,
gold.
it's your dad.
If it was my no.
My dad hates me.
Jalen said, "Scott, I came." So she switched from Twitch to YouTube. So she's on your YouTube account now. She said, "Scott, I came on YouTube just to ask you what is your favorite color." And Scott said, "Black." Not even an exclamation point. And Gabe said, "Mine too." What the fuck? Mine too, Scott. We should hang out sometime. What's your address? And Jalen said, "Goth vibe sick. You could say one thing to the world, Scott. If you could say one thing to the world, Scott, what would you say?" I'm sorry we are paying attention to Scott only. Gabe said, "Scott vibes only." Scott said, "I gotta say, just be a hard worker." Jalen said, "Were you munching that popcorn like it's gonna run away from you?" Yeah, you never know.
Fuck you, cat. Fuck you.
What happened?
Did you just kill the cat?
No, bro, the fucking cat. Well, first I felt like someone was kind of touching my like lower back, like near my ass crack, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I feel it like boom, like under. I was like, "What the fuck?" It was the cat. Fuck you, cat. I don't fuck with this cat, bro.
Wait, he just rubbed on you?
But he rubbed on me like fucked up. Like I felt fucked. Like that shit.
And you just took it.
Nah, for real. Like he likes holes. Sorry. Continue. My bad.
What's going on in the chat? Or we already caught up?
Last thing that was said was cat assaulted Elwood in 4K. Actually 1080p.
What did those cameras? Did you guys ever get those cameras? The $1 cameras?
Nah.
I sorry, I didn't do it.
They
Don't
sold
be worried.
they sold fast.
You ever heard of Nellis Auction?
Mm.
It's just a local auction, but they were selling webcams for $1.
Whoa.
I remember one time my mom took me to like the warehouse where they have like where you pick up like the stuff you bought, and it's just full of shit. It's just like full of random ass shit.
Bro, the other day my coworker they sent it. It was on Nellis Auction. They were just selling the Mountain Dew, the orange, the starter one or whatever.
Oh yeah.
just cans
Bro.
on auction though.
Wasn't it like you could just get the one?
Yeah, just the one.
How much?
I think they were going for $1, but it said retail $14. I don't know, like it was a weird thing. It was weird.
So the raid.
The raid.
Yeah, I heard a lot about that movie. After I watched Dread, because after I watched Dread, I was obsessed with the movie and the comic book. Even though I didn't read it, I just liked the premise of the story and the lore.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you watch a lot of reviews of the movie, people are like, "Oh, they bring up the raid a lot because they came out like the same year, right?"
Yeah.
And it's similar in.
Well, I think the raid came out 2 years before Dread.
Was it 2 years? I thought they were like.
2011 and
Dread's 2013, no?
2012.
So I guess they would have been in production around the same time.
Yeah.
Like
2012 to infinity.
But yeah, so it's basically an action movie in like an apartment building, and people always talked about the raid like it was better than Dread. So I was always curious to see what the movie was like, and I never got around to watching it till now. And while there are aspects of it that I enjoy, I can't say. I mean, I haven't seen Dread in such a long time, so I don't know how it holds up. I know Elwood watched it more recently, so he probably has more to say about it. But I can't say that from what I remember from Dread that I enjoyed it more than that experience. But yeah, what do you guys think?
I had seen this like sometime middle school, early high school time, and I really enjoyed it then. I'd seen both, but rewatching it now, I still think it's pretty fun and pretty cool. But this was pre-watching Police Story too, and that now that's my standard sometimes.
Yeah, facts.
But you know, I think it's just super impressive and inspiring what they were able to achieve on, you know, a pretty much a shoestring budget, you know, and it feels that way. And another interest, the director's also from the UK,
yeah,
right?
He's British.
Yeah. And so I don't know what he's doing there, and then it makes me think too that, like, does he direct in Indonesian or I don't know what they speak per se, but or does he have a translator?
I feel like he has to know some of it just because if you look at his filmography, it's all like Asian like fight movies. Like there is no like nothing.
He has a
in the US.
Netflix film, like a horror film with Dan Stevens, the guy from what's that show?
Even Stevens.
No, it's it was like on FX. It was related to. I don't know. He also played the Beast in the Beauty and the Beast movie from 2017.
Bro.
But it's like a horror film.
I don't know.
I know. Oh, it's called Apostle.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Apostle, 2018-ish. Anyways, I'm sorry. It's a fun movie, though. You know, contemporary action is in a weird place right now because it's almost what I would assume too easy or tempting to maybe do things a little less practically and physically, and even if it's action and it's not, you know, a big dramatic scene, when it comes to film, at the end of the day, it's still about a great performance, and that means physically too. And I think that they have some great performers, and it's you know, this is pre John Wick too. In a lot of ways, it feels like the sort of grandfather of, like, you know, the modern action since it came out. But what do you guys think about it?
I was in his filmography. Mostly like, it even says his short films from college were like in Japanese.
Bro.
He's a weeb.
Yeah, for real. You know, I heard about The Raid my whole life. Cause you hear about it, like Watch Mojo, top 10 action movies of all time. Number like 2, The Raid Redemption. You hear about it and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta watch The Raid Redemption. People are saying, like in I guess more like they talk about The Raid in terms of even like what they consider like high art. Like they put it in the same conversation as like, I guess like Oscar winning or like Cannes Film Festival type shit. Like they talk about The Raid like godly, but you watch it and you're like, it reminded me of a longer version of like a Raka Raka video, but not like Raka Raka like badass Raka Raka, but Raka Raka like just like the Ronald McDonald ones.
You don't like the Ronald McDonald videos?
No, they're cool. They're just like they're not the ones that where I was like, damn. They were just kind of like edgy and weird.
I like the McDonald videos.
Well,
What do you got to say about that?
I already said I didn't like them. I didn't like The Raid that much. I thought I thought the choreography was cool. The storyline's very weak. It's called The Raid Redemption, which sounds like the sequel, but it's the first one. But it's the story kind of just feels like it was written to get like a loose like narrative around just all these action scenes. But overall, like it's like a cool movie. It's fun, but Dread's like so badass. Like I rewatched Dread like maybe like sometime this year. It's so bad. It's so cool, bro. You gotta watch it. I was like, that was a movie like kind of like when I was like in middle school that I watched, and I was like, oh my fucking god, this is so fucking cool, bro. I showed my dad. I showed my mom. I showed anyone who would want to watch it. I read the comic books a lot, the British comic books as well. They're interesting. They're not really the same. They're not as like I guess like hardcore.
It's more like the Sylvester Stallone one.
Nah,
You mean the Rob Schneider one?
They're not like goofy. They're just like they're a lot more pulpy. They're like almost like detective, like Sin City type shit. I enjoyed them a lot growing up, but yeah, The Raid's just like Raka Raka could do better, and they will do better. And I think they are. They were already doing kind of better, to be honest.
They will do
No,
better.
they are. Excuse me.
All right, Jeffrey.
It was like I didn't read anything about the movie. I knew that I had seen scenes on YouTube of like some hallway fight scenes from the movie, but I also didn't know if I was getting that mixed up with what's the movie, Old Dog? Old Boy. Yeah. So I wasn't too sure.
Sure.
But it's also the first time I've really watched this type of movie, this like Asian like
Action.
fighting action, yeah. And I've always wanted to get into them, but I never have. So from my perspective, I thought it was fantastic. It was like super exciting and like just thrilling. Like my heart was racing the entire time. I like that campy aspect of Asian films, action films. So it sold me, honestly. I didn't care for like the narrative, the plot. The plot
brothers.
was, yeah, that fucking trope always. I'm not a fan of that, but I mean, yeah, they need a story to put to add to the fighting. You know, the fighting was great. That was
Yeah.
I'm like good. I didn't even pay attention to the storyline. Honestly, it was like it was all fighting for me. It was really cool.
Feels like that was definitely like the biggest like selling point. I guess the one thing that like I think the fighting was really good, but like after we saw Police Story, it's just like Police Story is such a high bar. It's just like
It basically
it's
does
unfair.
what The Raid does, but with a good script.
Yeah.
The Raid feels like a good starter movie. Like it was a great introduction for me to
No,
get into
it is.
Yeah.
It does make me want to watch The Raid 2, because basically The Raid 2 is pretty much everyone saw The Raid, like, this is cool, let's give them more money, and it's all right, let's do this for real now. So it's a little bit bigger, a little bit more polished. It's fun. Maybe watch it tonight. Not tonight. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I didn't have a lot to say about it or a lot to feel. It was just exciting for me, like from start to finish with
That's
all
good.
the fighting. I'm excited to watch more of the movies like that. Get
Yeah.
into it. Police Story as well, because that's been on my list too. But
Oh yeah.
I got the DVD.
let's do it.
It's
All
like
right.
one of those movies where it's like, man, I'm hyping this way up for you, but like when you watch it, you'll understand.
I feel like, see, that's the hard thing when you love, like, you see a movie that just, it's great, and you hype it up, but that's the only time in my life I felt so confident about hyping it up. Like, don't worry.
Yeah,
It-
that
like it.
That's the one where it's like down there. There's a whole hill downhill.
Don,
Oh,
Don,
that's
Don, shut, no, no,
Alright,
shut the
well,
fuck
Dude,
up.
I remember I told Johnny to watch it, and I was like, "Yeah, the movie's awesome as fuck. You're gonna love it." Johnny throws it on. I'm in the garage. He comes in like 10 minutes later. He's like, "Dude, I just paused it. I came back. I had to talk about it."
It's I feel like if anything, you gotta start watching all the famous action movies, and then save Police Story till the end.
Now,
Whoa,
now,
what?
no, you just gotta you're in the deep end now.
Nah, bro, because nothing's gonna. It's like watching like the scariest movie when like you're like 8, and now you're not like we're not scared anymore.
The thing is that you gotta. Okay, well that's the thing. You can either build up to it, and have a natural slope, and whatever that peak is, let's say that's to this cup right here,
Yeah.
and okay, it's on the table. We have some sort of level, but if you jump to that one next, your peak's gonna be the roof, the ceiling, and then every other movie's, even if it's the best thing compared to it, is only gonna feel like this high right here. So it's up to you, I guess.
Yeah.
The way I look at it is like if I go for Police Story or any great movie first before and then work my way backwards, then I could see all the flaws in the other movies.
Yeah, that's where
You know, and like
yeah.
I can pick out like what to do, what not to do, type of thing. Because I think eventually I would love to implement action, like that style of
Yeah,
action
yeah.
and fighting in some of my movies. That'd be really fun. It'd just be
Yeah.
fun to make, choreograph it, have like a team who's dedicated, like an actual choreographed fight team. That'd be sick
Yeah.
as fuck.
That's one thing I was thinking a lot about while watching it. Just like even like what Jackie Chan would think of this movie. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kind of like just like a it's kind of like it's similar to his style of like choreography and action. It's a little bit more like straight laced in the way that he would do it. Like he throws in a lot more gags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it still has that sort of energy, and not the whole time, but like especially after the movie finished, I was just I wish there was like a reaction of him like talking about just like newer movies and like their stunts and stuff like that. I really wish I could see him talk about it, but
I was gonna say I met a stunt guy when I went to Utah last week.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
You're all right?
you're out of breath, bro.
I was holding my breath because I didn't want to cut you off, Norbert.
Do we have a favorite like fight scene or sequence from that movie, you guys?
Isn't there one where like he goes through the floor?
That was cool.
Oh,
The
yo.
camera, yeah, I mentioned that to you. I really like that camera shot. Like, yeah. I think my favorite fight sequence though was when it was the two brothers near the end fighting that real like
yeah, that
skinny
one
ass
was brutal.
beefy dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was just like shit. It was like it was the final boss type thing. I was like, damn.
Dude, the way they have to kill him.
I know.
It's like, dude, like he was whooping their asses too. Throughout, like that dude was honestly
And
a way better fighter.
I don't mind that. I don't mind when the characters are invincible, as long as the fighting matches that invincibility. Where it's like,
yeah.
I do want to say it. Elijah doesn't like action films, just
No?
like in general.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't like.
He didn't
was
really
it him who said that? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't a big. He enjoyed Police Story, but I don't think he.
Police Story was the only one I've heard him say positive things about in terms of action. Usually,
Yeah.
he just say it's. He doesn't have much to say.
Or even just Asian movies.
Yeah.
Bro, for real,
I'm
bro.
kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
true.
We were high
Um,
as fuck when we watched Police Story for the first time.
And he wasn't high at all when we watched Visitor Q.
Visitor Q.
I don't necessarily know if I have a favorite action scene. Maybe like when the kid gets shot at the beginning. That part was kind of funny. Like when the kid's running and he like calls like they're here. Fucking kills him.
Yeah.
I will say that. Oh, sorry. What?
No, that I don't really have a favorite action scene from the film.
Hmm.
I do like kind of how the movie opens. It's just like the most like badass like I'm gonna wake up and do my like it just
Yeah.
pull up to like very dramatic
Thought
lighting.
you were humping for a second.
Oh. Yeah, he does the Homer Simpson. He does the little
Did you
dance.
pray today?
But you know, it doesn't have to. I think it communicates it in a sense. I think it still effectively gives stakes. Like he's a soon to be father. You know,
Yeah.
he has a life outside of this, where he has something to live for. Where that's the thing where I think a lot of times, what I feel like is a trope that is difficult to navigate is when it's almost the opposite. When, like, you guys ever heard or seen Death Wish, the Charles Bronson movies? They're from the 70s.
I've seen the one with
Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
But the central premise is that Charles Bronson, who is this action star from the 70s, has a wife and a daughter who get raped and murdered by these gangsters, and so he goes on this rampage to kill them. But he doesn't, you know, he basically has a death wish. He has a death wish. That's why it's called Death Wish, and he goes and kills them. But there's like 6 of them, so
So
he's
he's
pretty
like-
successful.
He's like Mad Max.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
deadass,
yeah. But in that regard, you know, unless it's a super likable actor or just, you know, fun visceral experience like Mad Max, it doesn't always work, I think, when they don't have something to live for. And so starting that way, I think, works a little bit better in terms of giving, you know, the sort of meat and potatoes of character, so we can get to the part we're really here for.
Well, see, that works in theory, but I feel like I kind of forget about that. Like by the end of the film, I kind of forget like that whole opening happened. Like that whole like until
I
right
forgot
now
about it
when
too.
you mentioned like the files, like, oh yeah, he does kind of like, I forgot about that part. I kind of wish there was just more character to him specifically, like, because after a while it really just becomes like, obviously how he interacts with the actions and the events happening around him. But like you never really get to sit with him any longer than that, really. Like even sorry, no, go ahead.
No, like, I wish, like, if anything, like, there was more of a characterization of him believing in the law or living by the book, to contrast that with his brother, who's almost on the opposite, almost like The Departed or something.
Yeah. I almost wished the one scene that kind of stood out to me, or that I really ever saw of the raid before seeing it, was the one sequence where all the power goes off and they're like gonna blow open the door and there's like the people up above and they're trying to look for him. It's like I thought the movie was gonna be all like that, like just kind of like that kind of tension, not necessarily like quiet, but really just like really just like very serious, very effective tension. And I almost wish the movie was kind of more like just like that one sequence, because like to me that sequence is like, that's probably my favorite part in the whole movie. But I almost wish they went like, not necessarily like giving him more character. It'd be interesting to see him like have less character, where it's like have like a whole group of people, and you're not like really following like any one character, just following like all of them, and like finally at the end, like, oh, he's like the one dude alive. Whereas like they kill everybody off like super quick. I honestly thought they were gonna have the whole squad be a bigger part of it throughout the entire movie.
Like
but
the captain. I was
Yeah.
surprised when the captain died fairly, like in the midpoint,
halfway through. And then, you know, by that point you're like, all right, he's definitely the main character. We understand like kind of what the relationships are now and like where the movie's going. And so in that way it's like kind of cliche. It's like that aspect to me is like frustrating, because I feel like I don't know. For me at least, I wish it could have taken the concept and you know, find a way to like elevate it and or, you know, make it something that at least script wise was more interesting, because like script wise to me it's definitely lacking. I just wanted more like creativity, just something more memorable. Because like they especially like action wise, you know, they had everything there. But you know, I think, but everything kind of besides that, I think they did a good job. You know, I think for what the script was, they fulfilled it pretty well.
Well, for elevation of the genre and stuff like that, we have the Raid 2.
Yeah, we gotta check it out.
You gotta check out the Raid 2. I feel like when people talk about the Raid movies, I feel like they use screenshots from the Raid 2 more than they do the Raid 1.
Facts, yeah.
Like I feel like, cause I don't know. I feel like when I heard about the raid and I watched it, I was like, this kind of feels like grayscaled. Like this feels hella like, it just feels like just kind of boring to look at. But I remember from the screenshots, like growing up, like they were very like dynamic, like colorful. So maybe that's just the raid 2. Or maybe
So
they just
you picked the
photoshopped
wrong
it.
one, Norby.
For real.
Yeah, I guess I should never have checked this movie out.
Any other thoughts?
I also felt like it was a Raka Raka. Like it reminded me a lot of Raka Raka. More than Jackie Chan, it reminded me more of like Raka Raka. Just like, I don't know, because it kind of did have, I don't know, the way the characters would react to like the fights and stuff like that, or the punches and stuff, felt more like Raka Raka than like Jackie Chan, where like Jackie Chan is like lightning quick. It's just like, they're just going. And here it just like felt like everything had a bit more weight to it. But then sometimes it didn't have that weight. Sometimes it did feel just like, like, oh, that's just pure movie choreography, like at play. Like the one kind of action sequence where it's kind of toward the end. It's like just before the brother fight scene, the big one at the end. Like that action sequence to me was pretty boring. Like it's like all like the lab and stuff like that. I think they even have a sequence like that in Dread. And in both the movies, it's kind of boring. It's kind of a boring
what
sequence.
Scene was it?
Like a lab sequence, like a lab action sequence or something. Maybe in Dread it was like a bathroom sequence, like a locker room sequence.
No, there's like a lab sequence in Dread, but that one's kind of bad because he doesn't have any weapons. He's like bullets gone, missiles gone. Like,
yeah, he's talking to the Siri on his gun.
And he's like electric fucking grenade. She's like, you have one left. Like, that's all I needed.
Have you seen Dread?
No, I haven't.
Bro, Dread is like legitimately like it's this movie, but like scale it like 100 times and put it on steroids and also like
on acid.
On acid, bro. It's fucking crazy. Like, oh, it's not that crazy, honestly.
Dude, the drug sequences. Yeah.
When she's falling and shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
How'd you guys feel about the villain, the actual like guy who ran the place?
he felt very cartoony, like the part when he has them all lined up in front of him to shoot him.
Oh yeah.
He's like, and the last one he's like, just kidding. Nah, fuck you. It just felt so goofy. Like honestly, I
should be a villain, Elwood.
How would you do it then, Elwood?
How would I do it?
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, like how would I do it? Like if I was the director, or how would I do it? Like if I was the
if you're the bad guy.
Oh, if I was the bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I would fucking I would get all the dudes and I would tell them, okay, so you guys have to fight each other and whoever wins gets to leave out here alive.
Whoa.
But then once they're done, I just kill them.
Dang.
Because what's he gonna do about it?
Yeah, I guess. Dang.
I used to do that in Minecraft.
Dang.
Hunger Games.
Nah, for real.
Jalen's dating a bad boy.
I would. I remember in the server they gave me my own space where I could create. So I created this big hole, and I would put animals in it, and I would try and get them to fight each other. But it was kind of lame because they wouldn't fight each other.
Yeah.
So I would tell Ken, like, how the fuck do I make them fight each other? And he said, I don't want to give you that power.
How long ago was this?
We were like 14, 15.
Okay, gotcha.
This was yesterday, actually.
I'm gonna read the chat. There's actually a lot of stuff in chat right now. RN. Okay. Oh shit, there's a lot. Okay.
I'm gonna touch the sky. Come in the club, look at extra fly.
All right. Scott said, "You got a nice rig." I'm glad all is well. Jalen said, "Scott, you're giving me AI vibes. Can you prove your humanity to the internet?" Scott said, "Oh wow, AI? Haha, silly." This dude is a troll, bro. What do you do? Gabe said, "What do you do for work, Scott?" Jalen said, "Haha, so goofy. Happy face. Please spare my life." Scott said, "I'm self-employed." Gabe said, "Ooh, mysterious." Scott said, "You guys are goofballs." Scott said, "Bring me back to the days." Scott said, "Have a good night." Did he just leave? Bring me back to the days. Have a good night. Then Jalen said, "Don't leave us, Scott, please." Then Gabe said, "Okay, Scott, but you didn't give me your address." Question mark, question mark, question mark. Then Jalen said, "I have developed a parental attachment to you, Scott. You can't just leave." Aw. Gabe said, "We all need a dad." Did you guys like Train to Busan? Reminds me of The Raid. I enjoyed that movie. But that movie had like some serious like emotional plot points. Did you guys see Train to Busan?
Yes.
No.
Elwood?
That's the Korean film.
Yeah.
I think I did, but I wouldn't remember any of it really.
Imagine the raid on a train, but instead of fighting for your life, it's a zombie apocalypse.
That's still
Yeah.
fighting for your
That
life,
was
though.
like that was kind of like the,
Not like this fighting.
Facts, yeah.
It was kind of like the when like Korean media and just like Asian media when it, like
Yeah,
to
blew up.
mainstream like Americans.
2016.
Yeah, that was like when my cousin started talking about like BTS and shit. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my fucking god. bro.
That's a movie that I felt like was like pretty perfectly plotted.
Mm.
Like just a perfectly plotted movie. Like each beat like hits the emotional fuck, what's the word? It just like it just the most effective it could be for what they're trying to go for emotionally
Mhm.
at that certain beat. But yeah, I enjoyed Train to Busan. Gabe said not liking action movies is a very based opinion.
That kind of is though.
I mean, I don't know. Is it though?
Kinda, yeah.
I guess it depends on the action movie. Like if you don't like Police Story, I feel like that's not really based.
I don't know about that.
What is it then? That's
Kinda
based. If you don't like Police Story, that's based.
But if you had like a reason for it, it'd be kind of based. Like I don't like Police Story because Jackie Chan like threw my brother in jail for smoking marijuana.
That's not
That's not-
based
that's
at
not
all.
based
That's not what the
That's
fuck
not
you mean.
based.
That's not based at all,
Yeah,
man.
that's like being insecure, bro. You're suffering from some sort of. You can't like. You have like Jackie
You gotta
Chan
let it
phobia.
go.
Yeah.
You gotta let it go.
Yeah, like Jackie Chan is controlling how you feel day to day.
Bro, Jackie Chan's controlling like China, bro.
You know, it's a based opinion. Like based not liking Police Story, the based opinion would be, I just don't like it. That's the based opinion. I just don't like it. You know, I don't even know. I just don't like the movie. Then Jalen said he refuses to play Minecraft now. He keeps calling my Minecraft homes dick shit.
Bro, they are. Because Jalen likes to make houses in Minecraft that have like 2 circular windows and then like a long middle section, like the roof area.
Yeah, why do you guys play Minecraft without me, bro? I love Minecraft.
Hit up, bro. Kane will let you on Minecraft. He will play with you for days. Pause.
For real. Play with you for days.
Kane loves Minecraft, bro. Kane's like genuinely, like if you like, you know how, like the memes where it's like, oh, give like Mexicans like a case of beer and like some music and they'll build like a house in like a day. That's straight up like Kane, but he'll build like a self-reliant fucking.
He'll build a palace in Minecraft.
Not even a pallet. He's so fucking. It's so smart what he does. Like he'll do shit where it's like like infinite like silver glitch or like infinite like gold glitch or whatever the fuck. Like
Yeah.
he'll like make contraptions where like things are. I don't even know how to, you have to talk to him
It's like
like
redstone stuff.
yeah, kind of. It's like redstone shit, but it's like
Does he make like XP farms and stuff?
yeah,
Yeah.
but like on like grand scales, like Nazi shit.
Do you
Like-
guys play in creative or in survival?
He plays.
That's what it's called. Do you play creative or survival?
no, I said no. They play creative.
Yeah, Kane plays creative.
Oh, he plays creative, deadass. Yo.
I think he plays both. I
Okay.
think it I don't
Yeah,
know.
if you're gonna have
I don't
if
play
you're gonna have a
Minecraft.
server, playing creative is like for autistic people. It's fun, but it's just like there's no stakes.
Supposedly
Just literally just building.
Jalen's brother in creative has like recreated like the twin towers,
That's lit.
like block for block.
No way.
Yeah,
No
way.
way.
What's
Yeah,
his
way.
plan?
It's in creative, so it's
And
There's no stakes.
Yeah,
Did you
there's
see
no-
there's a kid sometime this year in this past year who made the entire universe in Minecraft?
What?
That shit's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, this
They got like a 1-to-1
Y-
scale. or
And
some
guess what his
shit.
name was?
Kane.
Cain
No,
Alexis
no,
Lara.
no, that wasn't that guy.
But shout out Kane. Oh, you're not watching.
Yeah, he's not watching.
What else are they saying in the chat?
Let's see.
I'm gonna grab my bag.
Okay. Gabe said, "What's the server IP? The fuck?" I guess Gabe is also a Minecraft head. Jalen said, "I'll make a BC TV server now." Yo, let's go! I'm so down.
I'm down for that too.
Jalen said, "Someone we'll have some content for the Backcountry Television Gaming."
Well, how come we
channel.
can't instead of that play? Why can't we play Halo Infinite together?
Hey, we can play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm down.
I'm down
I'm down.
for sure.
I'm down. Someone hacked my Minecraft like a year ago and got me banned from Hypixel. Aw. Gabe said my Riz is showing girls my entirely automated hardcore world. They come over. Jill said, "Dude, he has like all of Las Vegas Xbox Minecraft.
Yeah, Jalen's brother.
That's crazy."
No, it's like crazy. Like it's like stupidly because he's an architect major.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Like he wants to be like an
but
architect.
it's like to scale.
It's like well, obviously it's like to whatever.
The
Like if
closest
you're
you
making a
can get it,
model,
yeah.
that's like it's like to scale though. Like if you just took this and bumped it up like to like 15.
I've
it'd
always
be-
wanted to make this house to scale in Minecraft.
Bro,
like, actually.
he would do it in like an hour, bro. I swear.
That's impressive. I think the one thing about Minecraft now is like, because I used to play it a lot in like middle school and high school, but Minecraft has gone through like some major fucking updates, like some crazy, like they had, I don't even know the names of the updates, but like there's so much more shit in it now.
There's bees and shit now.
Yeah, there's
Expansive
bears,
caves and
yeah.
such.
the caving update.
Yeah, the cave. are
Yeah,
crazy.
supposedly Jalen hates the new caving update.
Why?
Like it's fucking like it's like stupid. Like
It's
yeah.
a little much, yeah.
Yeah. And then the diamond armor is not even the strongest armor anymore.
No?
it's netherite. Netherite
oh
armor.
my fucking god,
Fuck.
bro.
Yeah.
That's some fucking virgin shit. I don't fuck with that shit.
What about Hero Brian? Is he still out
Yo.
What's that?
Herobrine. Johnny made a Herobrine reference like the other day. I forgot what it was. The Herobrine did used to scare the fuck out of me when I was like 11. Or when the game came out, like 2011 or 12.
there? Yeah, like 2012.
Yeah.
2012 is like 2016 light.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts.
Gangnam Style, Minecraft.
Oh.
The Harlem Shake.
Harlem
Do
Shake.
the Harlem Shake.
So the raid.
Yeah, anything else?
I would watch your Raid 3. Part
that-
3.
Is that your rating?
No, that's all. I just wanted to add that, regardless if it was the best or whatnot. I want more stuff like this to be made.
There are 3
Facts.
raids?
No, there's only 2.
Oh.
If there was a third,
Oh, I see.
I'd give the raid a 13 out of 18.
That's bad.
I'd give the raid out of 40, like a 20.3. I'm very like in the middle with it.
Maybe like a 7 or 6 out of 10 for me.
Mm.
I feel like I'm influenced by you guys. Your guys'
Yeah.
opinion of it.
All good. That's fine.
What was it when you walked in here?
Honestly, a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, dang.
Oh,
Just because of like the excitement and the
Yeah.
the actual real thrill that I felt watching it.
yeah.
That's based, man. That's
Yeah.
all right. It's all right to.
So
Good.
okay, 10 out of 10. I'm
Let's
sticking with it.
go.
I'm
Film
sticking with
fans,
it.
your opinions are wrong.
you know what we should do? We should write our scores before we even start, and we have the references so we can't even be swayed.
All right, I'm good with that. I can go with that.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
What are you giving it, Norby?
I'd probably give it like a 6.8 out of 10. Yeah, just mostly just because of the script, honestly. Yeah, if it wasn't for because like they had the means to make a great action movie. But again, Jeffrey, that's just because I've seen Police Story. That's
I've seen Dread. You wouldn't understand.
I've seen Dread changed my life.
For that was the first time I used an illegal website to watch a movie.
What website was it?
I don't remember. I searched up on my iPhone Dread 2012 full movie free. And then I streamed it with the Apple TV. It was probably 123 movies at the time, yeah.
Classic.
But that's it.
That's it.
We talked about the movies.
We did it.
That was great.
Elijah, let us know if you watched up to this point.
If you watched up to this point,
He probably did not. He's probably not gonna ever watch this episode ever again.
But
so, are we gonna have a guest next, or are we holding off on the guest for a little bit?
who's on the list for who would be next technically?
David Tobar.
Yeah, I didn't have anyone specific or officially up next in the queue, because I just once we get this one in the pipe, now just reach out and schedule a couple. So you won't know our guest pick quite yet, but just tune in to Instagram where we'll post the covers.
We'll post in 2 weeks, or we'll post what day in 2 weeks we'll be here again talking. It might not be Sunday. It might not even be Tuesday. But it'll probably be another day. But, so before we start our picks, me and Norby were talking a little bit, and we were thinking, what if we did sort of like special, like Halloween, like picks, like episodes, right? So one of the ideas was...
I totally forgot about this.
Well, we have two of the films. Well, we would need a third one to like complete like the 3 films. What if we watched Donnie Darko and S Darko?
Wait,
some special.
Is that
A little Darko.
nice?
We might as well just put Southland Tales in there.
Southland Tales, S Darko, and Donnie Darko.
That'd be crazy, bro.
I'm down to do those two, and then with the guest pick though.
Mm-hmm. No, but the guest pick has to be
automatically.
The Box.
Automatically.
Richard Kelly's The Box, starring.
The Box, yeah.
What's her name?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Apparently, he has a couple movies in the pipe somewhere.
That's what he's always saying, bro. Kevin Smith says that he's Christopher Nolan. They just didn't give him enough money. But that's just an idea. But also, if we want to do our individual picks, that's also cool. I'm actually down to do that as well.
It's up to you two.
Because I feel like Donnie Darko might just be Norby's pick for next week or next time we're here as well.
I'm gonna be watching it sometime this week.
Every day. Until
for the next 28 days, yeah. Probably not. But maybe, I don't know. I'd probably learn a fuckload about the movie.
Yeah, do like the challenge, like the dude who was in the ice bath or the squat kid.
28 days strong.
Donnie Darko, day 13 of Donnie Darko.
Every day for 28 days.
Have you seen the kid who does the squat challenge? He's like an 8th grader.
Yeah.
No.
I'll send it to you. He just he just squats every day, but then sometimes he'll do a day in the life of a 13-year-old.
He lives in a trailer and cooks for him and his dad.
Yeah. What a G.
He is. He goes to the gym at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Can you believe that this gem only cost me $4 at Zia?
That's
S
sick.
Darko.
What special features?
Comes with a commentary with filmmakers, deleted scenes, the making of S Darko, and Utah Too Much. I don't know what Utah Too Much is.
Yeah, Star. I can't believe you have that.
Alright, I'm down to do the Darkos.
God damn.
I'm down to do the Darkos.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
But the guest pick's gotta be
That's
like
crazy.
in
That's
the
crazy.
spirit.
That's crazy. That
Nah,
that's crazy. That's coming from you. Like, you're
I just want you to watch S Darko.
Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to ruin Donnie Darko for you.
I mean,
Have you seen
we'll
Donnie
see.
Darko, Jeffrey?
Mm-mm.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I know of it. I know like the premise of it. Honestly, it didn't look too interesting. Like,
It's not, bro.
I see it on Netflix and shit, and I would be like, oh, it looks cool. The poster looks cool, right? And then I would watch a trailer, and I was like, what the fuck?
There's this one part when he looks at the bunny and he's like, "Why are you wearing that stupid bunny suit?" And then the bunny's like, "Why are you wearing that stupid man suit?"
Yeah, but it's got reverb, Elwood. So it sounds cool.
And then Jake Gyllenhaal, instead of smiling, he goes,
He frowns. Yeah, he's like autistically, just like.
not to mention that. Oh wait, Jalen also recommended that to keep it to 3 picks, it would be Donnie Darko, the original cut, Donnie Darko, the director's cut, and that's
hell
Darko.
no. Oh no, that'd be too painful.
Nah, I know it would be fucking
Yeah,
painful,
no.
bro.
I honestly, would you want to do the theatrical cut or the director's cut? Because I some people, I don't know, people are kind of half and half on it. I like the director's cut way more than I like the theatrical cut.
I've only ever seen the theatrical cut.
It's tough.
Up to you guys. I feel like
I like the theatrical cut because it's more ambiguous. Like I think it makes it a better movie when it's a little bit more left to interpretation. Whereas like I feel like the director's cut's a little bit more explicit and.
that's true.
Because doesn't the director's cut deadass just have like director's notes in the?
A little bit, yeah,
like,
kind of. But I like the aesthetic of the director's notes though. I felt like it. I don't know. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I copied that the director's notes
I
for my
saw,
new film
yeah.
Motorhome.
That's right. It looked nothing like in Donnie Darko though.
Yeah, because it was actually
There's
better because the
nothing like
movie
it.
was actually
You're-
full of substance.
compared to R. Kelly, you son of a bitch. You sick fuck.
My R. Kelly's not in jail.
Twisted lunatic.
All right. Well, those are our picks. What? Anything else in the chat?
Yeah, I think there's a few. Okay.
Hey, chat. What do you
Um,
think we should do?
Gabe said, nah, he's an autism major. Who? Who is this? Who's an autism?
The architect major.
That's so funny. nah, he's an autism major. Jalen said. Jalen said, no motherfucking comment. And Gabe said, I made an automated netherite miner. Let's go. Dude, Gabe is fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Jalen said my prime was 1.8. The new updates just convolute things, but the cherry blossoms got me prancing like a fairy. Yeah, what came out in 1.8? Let us know.
I don't like how the
Tiptoeing through the
days are
tulips.
shorter on Minecraft.
Are they shorter now?
They're like way faster.
Like
how-
15 minutes.
I feel like faster, like 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
Are
Like
you
10
for
to
real?
12 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, it sucks.
Are
Well,
you
that
serious?
aspect of it sucks.
I remember because they used to be like an hour, like
They were
hour,
long.
hour night, hour day, basically. Jalen said Jake Gyllenhaal gives mouth breather energy in this movie. Never seen it. I don't know. I feel like he's like my spirit animal in this movie. He's like ADHD,
bro.
like
He is
taking
you.
like taking Ritalin, like talking to like a bunny that's not there.
You know what fucks me up about Donnie Darko? The part in the movie theater when they're watching Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Cause you know how, like the like the swings like
The
boom,
wormhole
boom,
thing.
boom. The thing is, his fucking date fell asleep at the beginning of the fucking movie. Like the movie just started. Like when that part happens
Dog,
and she's
I don't know if
asleep.
you ever dated a girl before, but they do that.
No.
they hella do that.
Bro, how are you gonna pay your ticket to go to the movie and like that's literally like that's 5 minutes in. Like
Bro, they're living in the 80s, bro.
what about it? It was
Movies were like
different.
25 cents.
Yeah.
But for adjusted for inflation, what's 25 cents now?
Now?
Well, now the rates are way more fucked, even adjusted for inflation. So.
Bro, yesterday at the Beverly, this dude was teaching me how to not pay for taxes.
Let's go.
How many laws do you think there are in America? Like in general, just how many laws do you think there are?
maybe a little.
The
Couple,
fuckload.
a little over, no, a little less than 200, maybe.
Less than 200. How many do you think? Don't look it up. Oh, I thought you were.
You're just chilling. Fuck. I'm gonna say like 1,000.
Okay, 1,000. How many do you think, Elwood?
I'm gonna do prices right, like answers. So you said 200, 1,000. I'm gonna go 1. As long as I don't go over, I win.
Yeah, Elwood knows he's gonna be wrong, so he's like, might as well be the most wrong possible.
There's over 5 million laws
Oh yeah.
in the United States of America.
I meant 1 million.
But how many of those 5 million laws do you think are tax laws?
Like you want a percentage?
Now you're making it sound like it's gonna be like most of them.
I don't know. Just take a guess.
You do know. You literally know. You're literally about to tell us.
Well, actually, this time I think there is just one. You have to pay it. Is that correct?
Okay, that's Elwood's answer.
You can't say
How
what
clever
again.
of you.
We said one twice.
You said how many laws? 5 million
5
over
million.
around.
Yeah, there's about 5 million laws. How many of those 5 million? How many do you think are tax
Well, how are
laws?
they 5 million?
3 million.
If there are only 7 million people.
Yeah, I think somewhere around like 3 million.
There's only 250,000 tax laws out there.
Damn, got us.
And yeah, that's what the guy was telling me. He came in. I guess he had springs on his shoes,
Oh,
Bro.
and he was wearing 2 masks.
he knows shit.
And he was from Chicago, and he said he hadn't paid tax in 25 years.
That's Kanye.
Ever since he moved to Las Vegas. But honestly, he had some good information. He was telling me, because he reads different things. What you got to pay attention to is corn prices. Corn prices lead to, if corn goes up, that means that beef is going to go up, and all this other stuff is going to happen. But then he was just talking about assets. He's a coin collector, and that's how he's just a collector. But then he went to watch the Sundance shorts. So that's why honestly I was super perplexed, because it's like he's telling me all this stuff. He kept on saying it's not politics, it's politics.
Oh, he's one of those guys, bro. There was a guy like that who would walk into the gas station and he wore a white shirt and he wrote on Sharpie with it, "The vaccine killed you." like what the fuck, bro?
You know who that straight up was? That was Harmony fucking Korine.
Okay,
bro.
but that's okay.
Fact.
This is the thing, though. He would say that, and like he was a big Trump supporter, but he wore 2 masks into the theater.
Well, I think he believes in like COVID and shit like that. I think it's more like he won't get the vaccine, so he'll just double up.
Nah, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
But then also he was going to watch the Sundance shorts, and it wasn't like a big advertisement. You have to be in the know to know that we were gonna play the Sundance.
that's like
shorts.
straight up like schizophrenic shit. Like you're basically like a hypocrite in terms of like your beliefs and shit.
That was probably Scott.
Nah, Scott. I actually probably. Yeah.
I wanted to get
I
his
don't know.
phone number.
Yeah, my friend works for like some tax agency,
Yeah.
and he says that you can really just fudge your numbers if your income is like less than $60,000. If you fudge your numbers on taxes, the tax people they don't check it. They have bigger
Yeah.
issues to deal with, like people who are actually committing serious tax fraud.
Like at
Snipes type beat.
like at a big level.
Yeah, but like our level of income, it's like, bro, you're chilling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't care when R. Kelly like pisses on children. They just care when he doesn't pay his taxes correctly.
Facts.
I
Whoa, what the
care.
fuck? Well, no, I mean, well, okay, we'll pause. I don't care about children getting pissed on, but I care about the idea that he should go to jail because he pissed on children.
You know that one song where he's like, bounce, 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 bounce. It's a great song. I like this.
Sounds like a Mickey Mouse song. But so Donnie Darko, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's Darko.
Darko's.
That's gonna be fun.
We gotta figure out who's the guest, so we can figure out what's the other movie.
We'll see. We'll see what
We
happens.
shall.
We'll see what happens, world.
right, let me read the last of the chat. And
Hello, future.
We'll call it. Okay. Jalen said, "Do the Darko series, though. Everyone says anyone who likes it is dumb, and I need to know if I'm on the spectrum." Gabe said 7. What the fuck is?
Oh, like the movie 7?
But he just put the number 7. So like, Ella takes big swings.
Oh.
Sorry.
Jalen said corn. It's like how strippers can tell when a recession
Oh,
is ending
yeah.
because clients will start coming.
Did you guys know?
Thanks,
You
Ben
guys
Bills.
know about the pizza shit?
Pizzagate
Yeah, the one. Is that what it's called?
with Hillary Clinton.
Oh no.
Gabe said Anthony bought into a total schizo. Lamau.
Bro, it was lit. All my coworkers, they were like right around like, "Hey Anthony, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it." They were trying to get him away from me. I didn't want him to leave.
They don't understand.
They didn't. I knew they
And
wouldn't.
you don't seem to understand.
Understand. Jalen said clipped, shared on X, canceled.
Oh,
Did
when
somebody
I-
say something cancelable?
We were
Who'd
talking
you-
about pissing on children.
Oh.
How
Yeah, that's
Norberto
cancelable.
Cisneros pisses on children.
Well, okay. You just threw that out on the internet. I can't believe you just did that. Anyways,
Oh yeah, but you can log out. But I'm gonna talk about the pizza thing. So the pizza thing is
Dude,
basically
why
like
are you saying all this shit, bro?
the pizza,
What pizza
thing
thing?
is basically
Is it
they
not
don't
what
do it anymore. But basically, before every major announcement to the U.S. public, there'd be the pizza orders in the Washington D.C. area would go like up like 3 times. So say like they made like 50 deliveries that day, they'd make 150 deliveries, like 2 days before a major announcement was happening. So when he found this out, he was like, "Oh shit!" So he started tracking where the pizzas were going. They were fucking 100 pizzas going to a government building. So he then realized, "Oh fuck!" So then he put that out, and basically the government confirmed that was correct. But then after that, they started ordering pizzas for pickup only, and only ordering in small quantities. That's Pizzagate, not the Pizzagate.
No, yeah, it's not
different
it's
Pizzagate.
Not Pizzagate.
Like Pizza Lock.
Pizza lock.
Pizza lore.
Pizzacity.
Pizza.
All right. Any last words? Oh wait. Janet said how much to piss on children, Norby. Let's get that clip. Anyways. Any last words?
Peace out, film fans.
Don't piss
Have
on
a good
kids.
night.
Thanks for coming on, Jeffrey.
Oh, thanks
Yeah,
for
it's
having
it's
me,
great
guys.
having. Of course, dude.
Thanks
anytime.
for coming.
If you want to come on next weekend or the next episode, fuck it. Like,
Whenever you're free.
yeah, honestly.
Thank you.
Norby
thank you.
always used to put it. What would you say?
What?
Come join if you're free, or
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Come. Yeah, it was like if you watch them,
Stop by if you're free.
Share your thoughts.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna be stacked though with graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. Yes, sir.
Let's go. You gonna party on Halloween?
I don't know what we're doing on Halloween. It's my friend's birthday on Halloween, so I never
Oh,
know
shit.
if we're doing anything.
Go to John's festival.
Oh yeah.
Johnny's saying we should get the house clean and then throw a party.
With your mom
fully
here?
Clean. Yeah, probably. No, we'll give her some cash and go somewhere.
Buy yourself something pretty.
What the fuck? Jalen said that not me trying to get me in a scandal. Did you just say something to do with Jalen?
Oh, I just said don't. I just said don't piss on children. But it feels like she took it very personally.
All right. I'm gonna end it.
All right, peace.
Later, everybody.
Peace.
Be safe. Be healthy.
Bruh, got these mosquito bites on my ankle. It's too brazy.
Yo, Scott came back. No. Scott came.
This is Bat Country.